tournament, and now they are only one series away from earning the opportunity to do that again, alongside getting that chance, that guaranteed opportunity to fight for the trophy for the LCS Spring Split in Arizona just a week from today. You know this squad is here to play. You know they're going to be a fearsome opponent, and I cannot wait to see these two groups go head-to-head, see which one emerges victorious. They've both been top contenders the entire split long. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Captain Flowers, joined by Kobe and Azael, here for a best-of-5 that I can only pray to Mark Merrill above goes the full distance.
Honestly,
good
Flowers,
morning.
I'm right there with you, and we have had some really good games lately, so I hope it definitely delivers. Lock-in finals rematch here on stage. Honestly, Isaac, when you had your interview too, I'm kind of favoring Cloud9 after Isles was, he didn't seem like he was locked in at all. His answers.
He's like, it's upper bracket, it's okay.
Yes, Ben was like, oh, okay, well, I guess, you know, if it doesn't matter to you, then we're going to win, right? Isles got to lock in here because Cloud9, they definitely seem locked in. You know, APA very similar in that they really want to get to internationals. APA was already on Twitter talking about how JoJo's not going to be at internationals and is dodging him, but APA hasn't fully qualified yet either. He's going to have to win this series right now or have to win a couple more later in Arizona to make that happen. So you really got to lock in yourself.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just crazy to think that Cloud9 has not been to an international since 2023. It is
7 TVs broken, really?
This was a team that was just a lock to go to basically
Grabbing a snack
everything.
really quick.
They were always at Worlds. They were so frequently representing us internationally. It's been a long time. They want to get back there, and now the pressure is
Inevitably
on this series
winning
or the
domestically.
next to be able to qualify.
Cloud9 was the last North
He's
American
doing
team
tricks
to
on it.
ever make the World Semifinals.
He's literally
all the way
bouncing
back
on
in
it.
2018, gentlemen. This is a team with an international history here for North America, and they would love to be able to represent once again. But to do that, they got to get through Lion. So let's go ahead and see what the draft is going to look like here for game number 1. C9 have elected for first pick. Lion have chosen blue side. Lion going to ban out the Lee Sin and the Orianna, while C9 take Akali and Varus off the table.
Okay, so they still have some Saint respect here with the Akali as well. Doug Trio, yo, that's us. We're looking good out there.
Holy.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
Flowers, me and you, we got to get some bald caps. So we
I feel like my haircut more naturally lends itself.
I was going to say, we're just going to have to buzz our heads.
Yeah, you guys aren't
You got a much
convincing
more reasonable
big lips.
expectation here.
We're going to commit, though. Flowers is right. We'll both
I
buzz.
appreciate that. You got to commit to
Solidarity, brother.
Azael's cosplay is already
I'm on lock.
ahead of ours.
Mine's on point.
Okay, so they do follow it up with the Cassiopeia ban, though. This is something that has been really taking over since the introduction
All right.
of Deathfire Touch. And so the respect is
Need
there.
Kim.
But
Yo, what's up,
Cloud9
Sailor
opt for
Mediocrity?
the really early Nocturne, applying some possible side lane pressure, you know, setting up possible combinations with Nico. Definitely looking for hard engage.
I also really like this because when I think about C9 and where people would say their biggest strength is compared to Lion, it probably would be Thanatos in the top lane, right? You know, you would be thinking about this potential side lane play, Thanatos maybe being able to get an edge up there. And it makes it really hard for Dokla to do what he did in lock-in playoffs, which is go for, you know, range counter picks and things like that. So if you want to try to counter pick Thanatos, well, now you're going to have to potentially deal with
All right,
Nocturne,
what have we got
with
here?
Senna ult, with all these extra tools that could
We've
be there
got
to help Thanatos.
Lee Sin ban.
So I wonder if that would dissuade
Makes sense.
Dokla from going for one of these
Orianna,
more aggressive counter
Cassio,
picks that
mid
he
lane
really
bans,
kinda
Akali.
made famous, I felt like, in lock-in.
Karma.
Yeah, should be really, really
So Ashe
interesting as
Seraphine's
it
up.
develops because Cloud9 also, you know,
Neither
they're
team wants
getting
it.
the Senna here for Sven to be able to scale up, to stack those souls. And then Nautilus, the point and click, more
Why is Doublelift gone?
of
He
that dive.
just
So let's see how
thinks
Lion are
solo
gonna round it
co-stream
out.
will be better for his
Inspired with the
viewership.
team fight here with the Wukong. Honestly, I'm already thinking about early Annie stuff too, because not Annie pairs well with Wukong, but also because APA has been his by far most played champion this split, and he's had really good games on it. Been able to get really good engages and flanks, and he has been a critical engager as well for C9.
Well, both sides
And
going
there
to
it
go
is
ahead.
immediately.
You've got the Annie ban. It's going to be solo lane focus here in the second half of the draft because we do have the bottom lanes and the junglers already selected for both sides. Not really any true opportunity for flexing these first 3 on either one of the teams. Lucian, Melio, of course, been very powerful recently, so we'll be excited to
Team
see
side, you can't pick Ashe, Seraphine if Lucian Melio's open. Yeah. I think Ashe got nerfed a little bit.
During the laning phase, Sylas going to be banned out here from C9. They do not want to allow that to be piloted by
Are we discussing the double drama? No.
Yeah, honestly, okay, so what is that opening up then? Because like their support and their jungle are both build, and usually when I think of Sylas bans, you're protecting against like if we have an Alistar or a Shyvana, you know, stuff like that,
or Malphite,
or Malphite, or like Gnar, you know, these types of things are what you're usually thinking about. So maybe it's something for mid lane as well for APA.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Gnar's going to get banned out here.
So. And the Gnar. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to get taken away.
He wants to be Cadril?
I mean, I also just think
maybe
he's quite a good Sylas player in general. You know, he is a very good melee mid laner.
I feel like most people would want to be Cadril in the league scene.
I do think that's one of the biggest differences.
He's kind of the biggest by a lot.
The board here is in
he's probably bigger than everyone else combined.
More on the kind of like caster side, and he's not going to play melee.
Am I going to Arizona? Nah.
So I feel like they're maybe just kind of targeting for that reason to be able to deny that. TF, it's also
I like going to events, but
into that sometimes to be able to just kind of steal the ult and
not this time.
Roam. So maybe they would be looking for kind of more of a global play, which I feel like
Cadril drafts every single pick and ban.
You know, he is
holy shit. Maybe he's just watching ahead on another monitor, then he has his main one delayed to look smart. I gotta start doing that.
Have the ability to play those side lanes if he wants, and they're
Rise.
saving last pick for Dokla, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, that was kind of the Lion recipe against some of these top teams.
Wait, fuck, we have Sven on Senna? God, can he please follow his jungler to Raptors?
Yeah, especially if you're going against the first team All-Pro Thanatos, too. And
ooh, C9's comp's looking fucking mega sus. What can they... Anivia, I guess?
Do you think we get a Vayne? That's kind of my question here, is because, you know, Vayne
I mean,
Anivia
doesn't even look that good into this draft.
Sometimes against these tanks, of course,
so Cassio, you pick into Rise. Oh, Ziggs. Okay.
We got the trademark APA Ziggs locked in for the mid lane up against Saints Rise.
So
they needed something with damage there.
Vayne is a little too dangerous to go for Dokla is because of the early Nocturne. That's why I definitely agree as far as the you know, liking Cloud9 over Nocturne early, because it does take away from some of the counter picks. Since C9 knows Thanatos is probably going to have to blind pick this time around, it takes away
Renekton into Sion, really?
Risky counter picks.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and press my X to doubt here, gentlemen, because I feel like every time we see Renekton versus Sion in the LCS,
you can stun him and remove his shield.
GG. Sion coming out on top in most of these games.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, to me, this
shows
like that Lion just feel like they're just going to beat them, right? Straight up.
There's got to be something better. Fifth pick into a Scion.
Counter picky really up there on the top side. There are a lot of shields to break, you know, with the Renekton.
Okay, what would you
pick?
pick?
The Senna shields, the Nocturne,
Pussy.
The
Zahin
shields. You know, there's a lot of different shields that you can actually pop with the Empowered W. So there is that for Dokla.
I mean,
there's some bangers going on last night. LCK.
And look to attack.
There's some what?
Massive fucking comeback banger shit.
Very low on consistent damage, right? You send in the Nocturne, you throw out the
I didn't finish the final game. I don't know who won.
Senna and Ziggs are not the highest DPS champs. And what this Lion comp does have is a
I don't know. I feel like Zahin would go hard here.
Also, some really good peel with Emilio to absorb that initial engage, that initial dive.
He's like
that and reminded me of the last game.
Is, hey, we just need multiple threats. We attack the Senna and the Ziggs from multiple angles, keep the pressure on them, and Berserker can kind of deal with the rest with the help.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it is going to be really interesting because
I don't think Renekton is like bad in this spot, but it doesn't seem like it's that good either. Feels kind of like you're pushing out a bit.
A good angle to find the main engage, maybe even like a Rise Realm morph into some angle, but they do
like if there's ever a situation where you can get a juicy counter pick, it's like you're counter picking a Scion.
So it'll be very interesting.
Yeah, and you can kind of pick whatever. I guess like having someone that can like somewhat start a fight is good with your comp.
Is going crazy already again.
I don't know, like you have a Rise.
Shut up. 1 second in. It says 4 bans for me.
So there's sort of a 1-3-1 option, but you're also against Nocturne, so you kind of don't want to be splitting.
This told APA to shut up.
And remember, if you've been following the LCS this split, we've done a lot.
The Lions comms.
Yeah, we've done a lot of Lions comms listening.
Oh.
And they very frequently.
Wait, Doran's Helm
use that
Senna?
term,
The fuck?
and they've talked about
Yep,
it's,
a second
not,
game of it.
disrespectful, just it kind of means be quiet. You know, no offense intended.
That's crazy.
Just banter.
Maybe a little bit.
Did-
In this case, maybe to a
C9 lose
a little bit
XP?
of back and
No.
forth here, but ahead of this game, Cloud9 was getting their
Ooh, the
communications
barrier.
streamlined for the series. as
I'm
we
pretty
did
sure
see their
Lucian's
hero
run
at the
shield
top
dash
bottom
with
lane.
this
Let's listen.
shit.
We sound similar, Blabber.
So
Yeah.
you just
Yeah, we do.
fucking shield dash for a trade.
We should sign off every com we say.
I'll just be way
How much
louder,
does that even
so I
do?
think they'll be fine.
How much does
Sorry,
the
Nick?
shield dash
Is it
barrier
working?
auto do?
What's that, Blabber? If it's passive aggressive, it's me.
I don't think it's very much,
If it's wrong, it's
but
Blabber.
over time.
No flash.
Over time, every 3 minutes?
If it's passive aggressive,
It's-
it's
Oh, you're
me.
talking-
If it's
oh,
wrong,
I think
it's
about barrier.
Blabber.
Oops.
That's a crazy quote.
It's
talking about
5
shield dash
damage
general.
plus 2.5% bonus health,
Yeah,
which
back
is
to the game, though, this
not a lot
bottom
right
lane is
now.
what we had a big magnifying
Probably an
glass
extra,
on, is
like,
Berserker Nas. What can they do
2
with this
damage.
Lucian, Melio lane?
And
How much
15% of the
advantage can they
shield
get?
amount.
Can Line use that
barrier
to
level
try
1
and get a
does-
foothold in this game. But I wanted to bring this back up. Remember lock-in finals, the most important match that they
How much does
actually
barrier
played.
level 1?
Also had a bunch
70?
of all chat where there's
15% of
some history
70?
here with, Saint
It's like
and especially APA.
11?
Barriers,
Actually do
10
have
to
an
12.
invade, and they
1.
are using the pushing bottom lane to steal away blue buff here for Inspired. So let's get to the
Just
action.
guess
Yeah,
that,
let's see
or
if we have something else to type about here immediately as Lion is ready to try to contest this.
Is it not more than 70? There's no way it's 70.
But Blabber is the lowest. First blood already back.
Ooh,
Oh
goodbye,
my
Blabber.
Cashing
God.
in with 2 bullets.
The
straight to
fuck?
Blabber's heart.
I mean,
Blabber wanted
I
to
looked
go
it up on the
get his
wiki.
passive auto for the AOE. Does he
It's
walk
really
right
70?
into them,
That sounds
but
so
he does
low.
not flash out. He does not. It does not get them a good set.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Dude,
Playing
what
off
the
the bottom lane that had been pushed in. And
No.
isn't
It's
gonna have the
100.
fighting capability. That is
Yeah, there you go.
a terrible.
That's
Fucking-
reasonable.
4C9 for
No, the way the
Blabber.
wiki
I feel
listed
like
is
he got
so
really
troll
confident
looking.
Because Vulcan is over there in the brush. They obviously know this is happening. Blabber is being very careful. He walks
So
a
it's
long way
basically
around, and
gonna
you know,
do,
when they move
like,
up to actually back him up here, it seems like Sven and Vulcan have a
20-ish,
very different read on the situation
22.
than him. You know, Vulcan does get this initial hook down, and
Not
they're
bad,
like, okay,
honestly.
maybe we can fight, and Blabber just goes in, but look at the rest of the bot lane.
The
Vulcan and Sven
shield
want
bash
to back
level 1.
off, but
Yeah.
Blabber's going right into the middle of all 3.
Oh, Blabber?
They all pokes him down, and he just gives over a freebie.
I mean, yeah, it's early Senna with very little mana left.
Why
as
is it
well,
that
though,
when
so
Blabber makes
I kinda
mistakes,
sided
they're
with
always
Blabber,
so
but
troll
me
looking?
too. Opinion on that one.
Like, just
And,
runs into 3
I
people
guess,
and
you know, Vulcan
fucking
said
dies
if
without
it's wrong, it's
flashing.
Blabber. Blabber's gone.
Well, and this is the head-to-head all-time 7-1 in
I
best of
swear,
five
dude,
do
he's
look
like
bad
the
for
fucking
that.
chess
Blabber
player who's
individually
like
has been pretty
his
good
good
in
plays
those
are subtle and his
games,
bad plays
you
are
know,
really
as far as the
fucking
stats are
obvious.
concerned. But Inspired always seems to have
But
his
his
number,
plays are
always
usually
seems to
more
win
good than bad.
in those big moments. Take
Well,
the game
I'd say
5,
he's
take
got
those big plays.
More than subtle
It's
good
the clutch
plays.
factor, right? It's the fact that Inspired has been the one, like the Des
Oh,
was
yeah, I mean,
talking about before we got the
he has other
series.
ones, but
You look
just like
at
his
Lion's
reputation, I feel like
victories,
people
so
remember
many
the
of
bad
them.
shit a lot
What
more.
is the emblem on the other side of the head-to-head? It's Cloud9
Yeah.
that he took down. So
Like,
C9 has got to find an
literally
answer for
probably
this
the
guy, but so far,
Most of
it's
the times you
Lion
mention
for the
Blabber,
And I will say,
like the average league players
when people are talking about these two teams,
thought of him as just like, yeah, just like solid C9 jungler, throws it crab.
Doesn't mean he can't be a big
Or just,
impact
like,
on this game.
does some troll
And as
engage
you
and
see,
suicides.
He's already up a few CS. He's pushing in Dokla pretty heavily. So if this Sion can win the 1v1, become
I
that
wouldn't
brick
give him the
wall,
second
you
one.
can create a lot of space for the
You
Ziggs
wouldn't
or
say
the
Crabber?
Senna, and that is the way you make a difference in a game.
Nah,
like
that was the
this.
first one.
And it's also worth
What was the second
mentioning
one?
he's 9-0 on Sion in
Does
his
some
career.
troll engage and dies.
That is a crazy stat.
Not bad.
Undefeated. This would make it 10 in a row if Thanatos can
Quick math.
lock in.
All right, so both bottom laners thinking about bottom half of the map plays here, but Blabber walked over the ward, and so they know he's doing Gromp. And really, just as long as
Can he
Lion
just
are
do
cautious
Dragon?
Here, yeah, and they're going to wrap around to the Tri-Brush ward as well. Looks pretty free for them, because Blabber got set pretty far behind
so.
by that invade
It
and
is.
dying off. So Wukong's going to get to
Okay.
level 6. Much earlier than
He can
Blabber,
just
and
do
you're gonna
that.
have such a big advantage.
Okay.
Wukong with level 6 before
Okay, sure,
Nocturne
man.
gets level 6. Pretty substantially, as you can see from
That's
the
just a literal
experience
dragon on
bars there, the
spawn.
purple one in the middle. So they're going to have a lot
my
of
God, this
priority
Senna
wherever
build.
Inspired goes, and he does have flash too.
Doran's
He hits
Helm
6, but Isles
fucking
is in trouble.
slingshot.
Yeah, Isles about to drop
And
down
he's
here with
killing
a
the
lot of
enemy.
The cozy campfire plus the heal keeps him alive. as Berserker arrives to guarantee that
Never
C9
mind.
can't finish
They're
the job.
alive.
Yeah, it was a little bit risky. He was trying to
Senna's
hold
weird,
the
bro.
wave for Berserker. At the end of the day, he does keep his flash, loses the heal.
When you lane
What
against
is
Senna, do you feel like it's
Emily's
easy to tell
match
like
of the
how
week.
much damage she's
Who's
gonna
had
do?
the better record of matches of the week, Raz or Emily?
Honestly, yeah.
Gonna vote Emily over Raz.
Honestly, though, Raz's
Early game, her damage is very predictable because it's not very high. Later in the game, she starts critting fucking hard.
Yeah, I meant mostly in lane. 'Cause, like, I feel like a lot of the time, I don't know.
Appreciate that. you know?
Is it her passive or something? But like her damage just feels really inconsistent to me. It's like
and dress up like a clown.
she'll do like her burst thing with like auto Q auto or whatever. Like her W is decent, but then she'll just do literally nothing. And I never know. Like if you take an extend fight from there, it's like is she just gonna do literally 0 or like is she gonna randomly start doing damage again?
All pros in this series. In fact,
I mean, she has
burst
burst just
go
with
pretty
all of her
hard.
abilities,
And
QW,
as Azale is highlighting,
and then
it's
autos.
our number 1 seed versus our number
But
2 seed.
it's
So
not
going with a lot
crazy
of the
tied to her
top of the standing
passive.
stats.
Yeah, and I mean, we
Like,
got
she
a
just
lot
has
of
low
history
DPS.
between these two teams. You think back in Lock-in, C9 won the best of 3, then Lion won the best of 5. Then to start this split, we had C9.
I think early
winning
she's
the
just-
best of 3 against Lion again, and now they are here
You
in
know,
a
is the
really
no
important
items.
Passive.
match where C9 has an opportunity with a series win to
6
go
seconds.
to international for
yeah,
the
I was
first
gonna
time
say,
in
like,
organization
coming.
since 2023. So
It does
yes, whoever
1
loses
to
here will
10%
still have
of their
a chance,
current
and they
health.
will still go to Arizona. But this is
Literally
your chance to
1%
punch your
of
ticket
their
to an
health
international
early.
and to be waiting
So
in the
low.
grand finals right here.
Yeah,
right now.
it's not very
It's a big
significant. You just
deal,
care about
and
the
right
souls.
now you can see Inspired
He's back.
looking to invade this bottom side enemy jungle yet again. Here on the second blue buff spawn, Blabber, Vulcan, and Sven all ready to defend. APA right next to him. Throws
Ooh,
a bouncing
big
bomb
fight.
through. Doesn't really get a whole lot.
Wow.
Paranoia gonna go ahead and get dropped.
Saint?
However, C9
Rise
immediately
want
ready to
this?
punish.
He
Flashback
seems to
away
want
from
the smoke.
Saint,
It
trying
seems
keep
to be
himself
okay.
alive.
Wow.
Lion managed
He's
to
not
get
dead
everybody away
somehow.
for now. Inspired's also got to be a little bit
I
careful.
mean,
Lion on the worst
he
of the
was
health bar
nocturnal
trade, so they're
ulted.
gonna go ahead and exit.
He didn't exactly know what was going on.
Lion did
I feel like he had full
Blue,
information
but it
on that. He
cost
probably
Saint
would not have
both
liked the look of
summoner
it.
spells in the realm warp because he went pretty deep there, trying to go for the zone. Their call was, "Hey, we
I
can
feel like
make
he
a
could have
pincer."
positioned
He
more
did get Blabber
defensively,
Slash,
no?
So it's not like it
Even
was an
given the
unanswered
nocturnal?
couple of
Oh,
summoner
yeah.
spells that were used, and now
I mean,
APA under attack.
Yeah,
It's probably just
APA
when
takes
he
the satchel, but he
when he
bounces back
decided to
towards
ult,
the enemy
he
turret.
probably in his head saw it
Lion
as just
ready
like
to
his team was
flash
going in, gonna be like
after him.
Wukong ulting
Goes
in, he'd be
ahead,
like
right back in
cutting
there
him
for
off or
another
whatever.
crushing blow.
Yeah.
APA caught up in the rune prison, and
But
he's
Inspired
dead.
picks up the kill.
And Inspired did not use his flash or the Cyclone in that
That was
fight
quite
over by the
deep.
blue buff. Had it for that play, is able to get a kill on APA and forces flash, which is just that insult to injury. Was trying to take a risky path out of there, trying to kind of move forward. Maybe he had thought Saint went back to base and then he could kind of walk his way out that way, but at the end of the day, does get punished, loses the flash, dies, and Inspire rewarded for holding onto those cooldowns.
Yeah, really good wraparound there from Inspired. And if you're a mid laner, just
played a game
like
against
used
Double
ult and
yesterday.
double summoner spells, so you
Really?
don't get
Filled
blue buff,
top.
and then you pay him back like
How'd it
that,
go?
he's
Yep.
gonna be real happy.
That's a good payback. I
He was
like
feeding
that
his
type
dick
of
off.
transaction,
Actually,
He
my
was?
friends, as Inspired is now going to go ahead.
When I was
and
playing
secure these
top, it looked like
grubs
he
as
was, and
well.
then
First Drake already
I looked
went
at it
to
after,
Lion
and
back just 20 seconds after it
it wasn't
spawned,
much death.
and now the grubs are also going
Did you win?
their way. All three of them here, so nice neutral
Yeah.
objective control.
You know, he
by
got
Lion
filled
in
top,
the early
and I got filled
I will
top. We
say,
would have
though,
been
C9
both
bot
filled
lane
top.
doing
Wait,
a
you guys were
pretty darn
against
good
each other?
job. Yes,
Top?
Berserker did pick up
Yeah.
a kill.
Well,
You know, was able
he
to get
didn't
kills
'cause he
earlier
swapped.
onto
Oh.
Blabber, and so he is
Wait,
gonna
that would have been
get a
hella
goal
funny.
with
You
result,
should have told him to
but
go top.
They are dead even in farm. Sven is
Yeah,
already
I
got
didn't know he
almost
was-
30
I love
kills.
playing
They're
off-roll
pushing
against
it
other
this-
people on
this way.
off-roll.
They have
That's just
gotten
super
one
fun.
plate already. They're gonna deny
But when you
some
play
minions.
off-roll
I'm
against a
pretty sure
fucking
the-
pro player
You
one
are
trick, it's
expecting
just
to be a
like,
bit
all
on the
right, well,
back foot
this
in
is
matchup
bullshit.
early on,
I'm
are
pretty sure
doing
the
quite well
system
and
is
are
trying to
scaling,
do
and
that
so
now.
important
Yeah,
to
it does.
basically
It
are
does.
the
You
two
feel
red
it.
team
Yeah.
here with the Ziggs and the Senna as your big damage dealers. You know, they have to have a good lane, and I think they are.
Yeah. Yeah, the
It's for
tanky
sure way
strats
better,
for
but
the
that
Sennas
is the
now with
intended
the
thing.
steel caps and the
Yep.
helm, and just focus on your scaling and stacking up your souls.
Especially if it's an 80 carry off-roll, like
See
goddamn 80
about
carry
the
off-rolls are
remainder here, because
demons.
the Blabber ultimate is back up, Nocturne
Dude.
ultimate available, and you can see him walking around with Vulcan. The
I,
Nautilus
dude, I'm
is
sure I've,
with
I've
Vulcan.
talked about it before, but like,
definitely
every
a
time I have a
very
demonic
quick
teammate in my
combo they wanna
game,
pull off if they can
especially if I'm on
trap
like stream mode
anyone
and I don't
in
know
this
anything about him, I'll like
because
look up their
APA
profile after the
from
game
mid
and it's
lane,
an
the
it's an 80
Ziggs
carry
can
off-roll.
always add that big damage.
They're just like hard feeding, fucking spam pinging, doing some kind of grief behavior, literally start running it down.
The second Drake is spawning. Look at the amount of wards that they have placed around here. Control wards.
Weird that they would be spam pinging. Surely they're more humble in their off roll.
No. I mean, you would think. But like for some reason, the psychos are almost always filled 80s when I look it up.
Are they all Draven players too?
No, not even like Ezreal, Lucian players, whatever.
What the fuck? That actually worked? That was so random.
He got exploded.
Just flash hook out of nowhere, boom, insta dead.
Okay,
they were fucking ready.
With the snipe from the brush flowers, he sets it up.
You want to know my theory on it?
Exactly
what
you're talking
My theory on it is
about.
80 carry players are probably the most uncomfortable when they're in like a situation where they can't like farm effectively, right? If they're in a bad match or whatever, or like getting super pressured, and they're used to having like a support there who can help them out.
Over the wall and forced his clone earlier. That is why he has the
He's
confidence to
just
flash in
fucking
for there.
one shot. I mean,
spot right
that was
here.
basically
That was just
4
cleared
ults
out.
directly
APA
on
had
his
warded
dome.
over, had forced the clone. They knew
That
he
was
had no
not
flash
even
because
just
of the
Vulcan,
mid gank.
dude. That was
So
the whole
Vulcan says,
team.
when you walk in this
China
rush,
was
you got
ready
no
as fuck
clone,
for that.
You got no
Yep.
flash, no way to dodge this, and full sends it.
Oh,
Good
I like the Vulcan build. I think this is the best tank thing. You just fuck support tanks, just rush this Protoplasm. You're so disgustingly tanky right when you get it. Every fight.
Normal? Or
Speaking of
lose
all,
melts?
we're talking about pros
I mean,
here,
it's
the first
definitely
team,
common.
4
I don't know if
out of
it's like
5
every
players
game kind of
represented
deal.
here in this match. Saint
Sometimes
and
people will do
Berserker,
other stuff.
First team All-Pro AD carry and
I guess
mid
mainly
laner
been
here
seeing
for
them
Lion,
junglers.
first team All-Pro support
Yeah.
and top laner for C9.
But like Leona,
And a lot of
Nautilus.
these guys, you know, especially on the C9 side, the Thanatos votes and the Vulcan votes were very heavily towards them. They got a lot of
I started seeing it when
you know, Berserker
like
to me as well
in
was the
playtest,
clear #1.
you know,
So,
Gate.
a lot of these guys who are on first team, it's not even like they were barely
Like when
on
I played
first
support
team,
against
they
him,
were
he would always
definitely
do this.
deserving.
And I'd play against him and be like, dude, this is like so bullshit. He's just too fucking tanky. So then I started doing it.
On a bad
And then
day,
I'm
they're
like,
also
oh, I'm so
third.
fucking tanky too.
I was one to double vote a couple of times. I didn't. I have integrity. But now
Ooh.
C9 is looking to make a move here to the top side while Inspired yet again invades the bottom enemy jungle. Vulcan and APA gonna go ahead, get this wave cleared out, and wow.
They think his recall finished. Doko with so much patience there. They're like, wait a second.
What you gonna do?
That is a sneaky crocodile staying here for this long. And look at
Yeah, I don't think he's getting
Saint's
shit done.
positioning here on the rise. He is also moving up towards this lane. Doko
Oh.
might stick around long enough to truly be the ruthless predator that his W ability describes. The minion wave is going to give him the opportunity to recast the slice and dice. And there it is. Ruthless predator sets it up. Saints about
Damn, bro. Damn.
where the patience of a
Wait.
top laner
It
ignored,
worked. Oh.
as now they find it.
Wow.
Saint gets away from
Dude.
the counterattack paranoia as
They're gonna
well.
be so fucking triggered, just
Gracious,
like,
how audacious
because they knew he
Dokla
was around
gets
there.
it
They just
done.
assumed he was out.
Oh my God!
He waited so
Dokla,
fucking long for
the
that.
sickest play sometimes is doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that was fucking
he
awkward.
just waits in the brush. 007 up there hiding out, and surprise popping out here onto APA. For a second, it looked like they were going to be able to get a counter kill with all this damage that was dumped down, but look at the timing on the round warp.
This is crazy. Now you see me.
What makes it so much worse is that they used 3 ultimates to try to salvage this instead of just accepting it.
That would interrupt it.
Yeah,
That would
I
also
swear
mean
that's the
death.
biggest difference in all these plays. It's like,
Split seconds there,
it's the
making
difference between if you
difference.
anticipated it or
Dokla
not.
then
If
got
they
right back
anticipated,
down to
hey,
the bottom
Renekton's
lane,
here, I'm going to
that
bait
was
it,
going to be
and
the
we'll use
price
all of our
of
ults
these,
to
like,
counter, then like
long-staying plays
100%
where
C9
you're
just comes out ahead
patient and
there.
you're staying away in
But
the
they
bush,
didn't, and then
but
they tried to
you get
panic
back down to the
react,
other side of
and the
the map,
reaction
back
was just
down to the
bad.
minion wave.
It made it so
And
much worse than
Dokla
just doing nothing.
Right back down to the other side, and it is Lion
True.
increasing the gold
'Cause he
lead to
died.
over 1.5K now.
And I just love how not only was
What if
Dokla
Renekton's
smart
in that
enough to
bush
stay in
again
the brush
somehow?
and realize, okay, they actually checked the forward
What if he's
brushes,
just
they think
fucking
that's gonna
hacking?
recall. Then he doesn't just take a recall there. He realizes, you know what,
Bush-necked.
Saint is moving up. We can actually find a play here. And is able to turn
But he's
that
here. How is he
escape
top lane as
into
well?
an aggressive play, which turns into another escape as Saint gets out. You know, those are the kind of plays that people really credit him for.
Oh my God.
Thanatos trying to go in.
Whoa.
He dead.
Nocturnal's up again? Huh.
Damn, that works.
Wait, Nocturne ult is up before Senna ult is up. The fuck? That is weird.
As soon as it wears away, Thanatos has Blabber in the
Yeah,
back
really
pocket,
surprising.
ready to strike back.
Nocturne ult's such a fucking low cooldown.
Actually doesn't take very long
They
at
build
all.
for it.
We're still singing the praises.
Yeah, I don't know.
Praises of Dokla as he dies. So
You would
C9,
think of all the
first
ults in the
turret
game,
bonus is
Nocturne ult would
really
not
nice
be.
too, for them to be able
Yeah,
to
you would think it's high,
Thanatos,
for sure.
nice
Yeah.
It's
combination.
140
It's just
base.
not.
I mean, that's pretty long.
Pretty
That's
big
2
kill
minutes
there.
and
They
20
get the
seconds.
shutdown. Blabber gets some much
Senna
needed
Yeah.
gold here.
ult
This is what I
is
was touching on
also
earlier.
okay. So it's same
Thanatos
base
are
cooldown. He just
cheating on
has.
the pick.
I guess did he have? He must have had
Sven has
Hexblade
some
before he
impressive
ulted,
numbers
or maybe
for
some
sure.
ulti hunter stacks or
I mean,
something.
0, 0, and 1. It's not
Yeah.
the most impressive, but honestly, I've got nothing to complain
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, and on it right there too. He trades flashes with the Wukong, and he had Unending Despair that walks it off, gets out after they've gotten their objective completed already.
Okay, Vulcan finds a dredge line there on a Berserker, but now Lion is ready to return fire. Vulcan and Sven backing themselves away. Piercing Light nicely tags both health bars there on the end of the trade, guaranteeing a victory for Lion back and forth with the HP.
I wish there was an
Another
HP
dredge
healing
line coming
tracker
from
on Door and
Vulcan.
Shield.
Mega Inferno Bomb collides with Isles, but it doesn't honestly do a whole ton of
I
damage.
feel like
the
that would
entire
literally
time.
make
Inspired
people
was
lose their
already taking
fucking
the
mind
drink,
if
so
they
that
had
one's gonna be
that.
secured for the Lion side.
Oh!
Thanatos and Blabber can't really get anything here.
A what?
Dokla reinforcing.
A healing
Some
tracker on
shit.
Door and Shield like shows how much Door and Shield is giving you.
Counterattack coming in with
Oh.
Realm Warp. It's APA the target. Immediately
4,000
down onto
HP.
Inspired, has to back himself
Whoa.
away. Flash over the wall from
APA
APA, keeping himself
Didn't
safe.
have to flash,
Both
but
sides committing some
scared of
resources here.
something.
Neither side losing a man.
Yeah, they turn everything on APA there, and it ends up one flash for one flash, but they already secured the dragon, as you say, for Lion.
Nicely done there by Lion, being able to sneak that away. And it felt like, you know, Vulcan with that hook into the Mega Inferno Bomb, they were just looking for some chip to try to set up for the dragon, but Inspired had kind of
Looking
preempted
for
play,
some
was already on the
chips?
objective,
Ooh.
already taking it down, and does grab themselves
Could
that
eat.
second dragon here.
I like
Infernal
chips.
Soul going to be really good, honestly, for either team.
Get some
so I think this is
Doritos.
going to be very heavily contested.
What's your
for the
go-to
next 10
chip?
minutes or so.
I hope so.
You can only have
I love
one
heavily
bag of
contested
chips.
matches, my friends.
Queso Ruffles.
Yeah. Shows who's
Queso
really
Ruffles.
got that planning.
Ruffles are
And I
good.
feel like when we're talking about planning, when we're talking about macro
I feel like
moves,
for me,
Inspired X
it would be
factor
sun
is more
chips, just like
prevalent than ever.
the normal
amount of
ones.
shot
It was
calling
pretty good,
This guy
yeah.
does on the team,
I haven't had
feel
those in a
like is
while.
greater than any
Yeah, I don't
other
have them
individual
often,
player in the
but
league by
they're my
leaps and
favorite.
bounds.
And I think the next
Or
few minutes are gonna
Bugles.
be
Bugles
really
are really
telling
good.
for this game, because you just got your 2-item power spike for Berserker here.
I've had
that
one
one I've had,
recently.
Ben is
like,
still
stuff.
building pieces on the Senna, and
I was in
can you
airport
take
one time and I got
advantage of
these,
this big
like,
Lucian power spike at the moment? In
cinnamon
mid-lane,
sugar
you're trying to
bugles,
get
and it
chunk
literally
damage,
just
you're
tasted
trying
like
to
I was
get
eating
priority
fucking
here,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But Ben with his static shiv is doing just fine, deletes the wave, and he doesn't even require the presence of Vulcan right now, which is huge because it allows Nautilus some roam timers, even though there's nothing to get on the top side at the moment. Doing a very good job there for Sven, as long as he can plant himself.
2-item
and deal with the minion
Wukong.
wave, not allow the Lucian to get any priority here.
Yeah.
And he's doing his
Oh yeah,
job.
I actually don't know
I
if
mean, he's set up very defensively, obviously, with
the
the steel
cleaver
caps
shit's
and with
real
the door
anymore on like
down.
Smolder
He
and
just
Senna.
wants to farm souls, and they're
Because
looking
it
for
doesn't
Thanatos
stack
here.
perma with the
Dokla going
change
and
on
committing the
Deathfire.
flash to get in front of the
Is
Sun
it-
ultimate,
is
so
Deathfire magic
Thanatos
now?
cannot immediately escape.
Yeah.
The dawning shadow
Oh,
coming
yeah.
through, Thanatos staying alive a little bit longer, and
Yeah, I
Lion
mean,
can't
it's
get what they came for.
definitely not as
C9
good.
now nearly has the kill
Wait
on
a minute.
Inspired as Blabber makes his way into the
Inspired be
pocket.
healing.
Parasite,
Not enough.
It's a
Rest
banger
of
fucking
success.
Oh!
brawler.
Turning into a
Holy
1-for-1
shit.
trade.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Gets one back. Meanwhile, up here on the top side, Saint versus APA. Well, coming
That is
in.
like good shit.
Woo!
Tries to juke it out a little bit. APA getting away for now. Does survive.
Wow.
Gets a little scrappy up here in the top lane, and bottom side trades 1-for-1.
Yeah, honestly, this game is an absolute banger. What an opener to this series, going blow for blow, play for play at the moment.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was
it's
actually
Senna versus
really close
Lucian.
On that bot side, you know, Thanatos is trying to bait them. You can see Blabber
For the
wants to
life
hold
of me,
his
I
ult
still think
until
it's
they're
so
fully committed
fucking
under the
wild
tower
that
to
there's
be able to
just
utilize that in the 2v2.
never in
They
League
had
of Legends
Sven
history
with the
has
Senna
Senna
ult.
Lucian
That was
been a
gonna be
good
able to
lane,
build
or
them
even
some
I would
time,
say a
and they
viable
are able
lane.
to
Like
get
it has
kill,
always
but
been a
Lion played
fucking
that very
awful
well. They didn't
lane.
just go full retreat. They were still hitting Blabber the entire time that he's chasing after them, so they're able to focus
Yeah,
down Blabber.
I mean, they're pretty fucking
Like
different
Senna would
design.
lane with fucking
1-for-1 at the
any
end.
champion in the game before Lucian probably.
Berserker doing a lot of damage
Fucking
there to
Tom
Sven,
Kench,
leaving those spells back and forth
Shogath,
with the passive takes a nice chunk out of the Senna HP. But
Wukong.
here's another look at what happened to the bottom lane.
Yeah.
And you can see Blabber's already there. He could ult in at any time, but he realizes Thanatos isn't going to actually just get burst down. Let's wait. Gets Sven
My
in position,
screen.
send a shield, W gets popped, the Soul Furnace there from Thanatos. That gives him that big injection of shields, and then Blabber comes in, lands the Fear, is able to trade.
I mean, it makes
down
sense
Inspired,
just given
but notice
Senna's
Dokla is not
design,
just
I
running,
think.
Dokla is fighting and looking to get that
I
kill,
mean,
turn that into a
gameplay
1v1.
makes
But
sense,
it's funny.
but just
Excuse me, as Blabber comes in.
fucking
I didn't
lore.
see that.
Wife.
But
Like,
Yeah.
it's not bad.
I love when they make
Rondo,
when champions that come out are like teased earlier on. You know, like
maybe there was a more
Lucian was a
effective way
thing
to
for
play it,
quite a
without
while
having to
before
trade,
Senna,
but
right? Like,
still happy with the overall result. And
what year did
honestly,
Senna come
this
out? Was that
game
like
is super close. Only a couple hundred goals
2018 or
separating the
something?
teams, as Inspired is certainly driving the Herald
or
somewhat.
later maybe? Might have even been
A
later.
risky spot.
Oh, ran out of
Oh!
gas, right, it loses all the gas right before it hits
awkward.
the target. Lion, not quite what they wanted there from the Herald.
Yeah, I kind of want to see why he jumped in where he did.
Man, that
I didn't
momentum
actually catch the
shoulda
very
carried.
beginning of that play.
The fuck?
You know, we saw C9 moving up.
It was weird.
To look for something a little bit aggressive, maybe threaten an invade, but
Okay, she came out at the end of
Herald
season
only has
9.
so much duration, and the charge
2019.
expires right before crashing in, so he has
End
to
of
clone the Cyclone
season
to get out.
9. Really?
Yeah.
At the very least, he did not die, and it was the paranoia traded from Blabber. So, you know, honestly, not that big of a deal for Lion.
Yeah, no flash spam, right? It's not like you've lost your big summoner spell engaged.
There was another AD carry that came out around the time that
If Lion
Senna did,
gets
wasn't
this
there?
Drake, they're on Soul Point, which becomes then very threatening
Thanatos.
for C9 as Thanatos
Ooh,
find himself in a
can they get
compromised
him? He's
position.
got ult.
He is a Scion. He's still very tanky
probably fine.
with the 2 fully completed items, and he will just be able to walk this one away.
I retract my
Okay.
That's a Scion. It's
Big
not,
dragon
it's
fight.
not a concern. C9 happy to regroup with their top laner. Everybody's hanging around this
Thanatos
Drake
trying
right
to figure
now,
out what
though, as
side
the
they're
Realm
coming
Warp is
from.
about
Oh
to come in,
shit,
and
they're
Spire
just...
goes over the wall while Dokla goes
Uh-oh.
into the Realm Warp, but he's caught by the wall.
Like,
He's all alone.
I
Instantly
mean,
loses 75% HP.
that's
Lions
awkward
still
as
looking to
hell.
test the Drake, but they
Yeah,
gotta
that
be
was
careful.
bad as
Their
fuck.
top laner is very
Ooh,
injured. Vulcan
wait a
goes
minute.
red
Oh,
line. He
oh.
finds the back line, but Melio escapes
Vulcan,
now.
ah!
Iron's alive.
Live
very low.
Vulcan.
Saints the first
No.
to die.
He's just
Cleared away from
walking in,
Vulcan
bro. He
now.
doesn't give a
Inspired's
fuck.
in the middle of everybody trying to get away.
Holy
He
shoot.
gets the clone. He does steal away the
He
Inferno
got it.
Drake, but Inspired
Yeah.
falls. It's a 2-for-1.
2-for-1.
favoring
That was a
C9,
crazy-ass
but Lion
fight.
take the objective and go to Soul Point.
Damn, this game's a banger.
The fact that Inspired is able to pull the
It's a
rabbit out of the
spicy
hat there in the
meatball.
middle of all of the Cloud9 members, steals the dragon. They were trying to stop damage on the dragon and focus him down, but he says you cannot. He is using the ult, he is getting it low, and then clones backwards, kind of jukes him out, is able to finish it off with that Q smite and move them to Soul Point, which is so big for Lion.
Yeah, it's clutch plays because he also kills Vulcan. When Vulcan goes for this initiation, he's looking for
Who are you
Berserker
watching here?
next.
So
His hook actually ends up hitting
Renekton
Isles,
gets
after
fucked.
this initiation. So this beginning was good
Yep.
poke damage for them onto the Renekton, and then
And
they
then I
get
saw
the
Nautilus.
wraparound. And here's
Yep.
where Vulcan is going to go for
Staring
his
at
hook onto
Dragon
Berserker,
after.
but it ends up
Oh,
hitting Isles
that's
when
so
Berserker
awkward.
dashes
He wanted to
away.
flash with
Then as
Lucian.
Vulcan gets low, he retreats
Fucking
down
accidentally hits
to
Melio.
Inspired, and Inspired is
That
going to
kind of
not
helps
only
out
finish off
Lion.
him, but then also
I
get
think-
the smite on the
I
dragon
think what's
as
better,
all Cloud9
like obviously
try
if
to
he
kill
hit
him,
Lucian, it
clones
would have been
back
good,
to the
but
side, finishes it
Lions
off
should have
and
hard time
clutches.
actually getting in.
Good job, guys. Take a deep breath.
Front to backing.
I'm a-
Front to back's hard for them. Their front line is fucking Renekton Wukong
Don't read those lips.
into Scion Nautilus, like Giga CC. Pretty good burst. Not the highest damage, but you know enough.
He
Yeah,
wanted
get the
the
next
dragon,
But if you fucking
good
flash
too.
into their
It's
back
okay.
line,
It's okay. It's a 2-for-1. It's
let
a 2-for-1.
Wukong,
Who's the
Renekton
bigger number?
go on you. I guess
Yeah,
Renekton was
got
pretty
2
chunk,
kills,
but
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Now you just don't look at the dragon count
Yeah.
because that number's a little bit more concerning.
Ignore everything else.
Yeah, here for the next
Lucian.
3.5 minutes, C9 can plan how they're going to address the next Drake because that's
Oh!
when trouble rears its head. Mega Inferno Bomb flies out.
He said, "Yo, you got that Melio ult?"
Plenty healthy thanks to the cozy campfire, but it's C9 continuing to push towards the mid lane tier 1 turret. Remember, APA on the
Good
Ziggs
God,
means
Sion's
the
tanky.
Satchel offers incredible pushing opportunities.
Yeah,
And
dude,
you
I was
see
looking
that
at him
whole
at the
time,
end of
they
that
were
last
confident
fight.
to just
They're
keep
smacking
Dokla
him. He's
split
just
pushing with
taking
no
0.
teleport. They don't care. Yeah, he can
Lucian.
push off the bottom side tower. And they're
Melia.
trying to just hold here.
I think they'll eventually be able to
and
kill him, but
try and hold off this
people have been liking
Cloud9
Unending
onslaught,
Despair
but
on
again,
Sion.
the range
I
that
feel
we
like
talked about
Sion's
earlier
just-
with the Ziggs and the Senna
I
started
don't
to
know.
show a
He's
big
kind of
year,
fucked up in the
with
sense that
some
he
of
just
the
scales
team
with
mechanics.
any item that scales with
It's
HP.
gonna get harder and
Basically,
Yeah.
it's like you just have to
harder.
think
That
about
these
Sion.
C9
It's like
members
I feel like every single HP scaling in the game comes down to like how well does Sion use it and how well does fucking Tank Engine and Air and Mayhem use it. Because like no other champion gets anywhere near the health values. I guess Cho'Gath sort of, but like not really. I wonder if they'd ever do something with like, you know how Heartsteel they changed it so it's the proc is only based off of like your HP from items, not your total HP. I could totally see something like that happening for other things if Sion just proves to be too fucking menacing with it.
Yep. Maybe a decent change. Remove the abuse case.
I think it does if Lion gets it. I think that you don't outscale them enough that you can just ignore an Infernal Soul.
Is Spear Visage really real? Second item?
So to me, if C9 do stall out, you know, get the next couple dragons, then they really are going to start to
It's not common, but I mean, it combos well with Unending Despair.
One dragon
he has fat fucking shields. The TP shield as well.
Ooh, true.
His W, the Unending Despair healing. He's got a Senna healing him. I mean, it's definitely good value.
That's the name of the game. Okay.
I don't think it's like completely core or something like that, but I think it's a good option. Gives you some haste.
I'm sure the scene of the crime later, one way or the other, setting up vision around this battlefield.
And it's always incredibly important too. Whenever you're getting to the soul, you're usually getting the third item.
Was Spirit Visage ever
Guardian Angel
not shielding? Or did it always include shielding?
Blabber is a bit further, you know, ahead than Inspired. He is ahead a marginal amount of gold.
Not
I feel like it didn't at some point include shields.
That's huge. That is everything for a Dragon Soul fight because both these junglers are full set.
Probably.
They go in. Exactly.
I mean, I don't remember there being big shields like earlier in League.
And Berserker did go for, you know, kind of the cheaper item completion. He has a faster 3. He has a Black Cleaver.
Science kind of always
IE,
existed.
So he's not going to have an IE for sure. But if Sven can get to an Infinity Edge, that would be really, really big. He still needs quite a bit of gold, so he's not going to be able to get there. So we'll just be on these components. Berserker is going to be stronger for this fight.
All right, 25 seconds as AD carries will fight one another over the wave. Not really one another, but one another's minions. As those get cleared out, and it's still C9.
Oh, we didn't really finish the combo. I feel like the Cleaver Deathfire interaction getting changed is pretty significant. There's just a ton of burst that you'd be able to do. I don't think, like, I think Senna specifically would still buy it because she's just so squishy.
Yeah, it's like you said. I mean, they don't have to.
But definitely reduces her total damage dealt.
Yeah, which is a big risk itself. So I think they want to fight.
And nerf Smolder quite a fucking bit as well.
Smolder's gotten a lot of nerfs. He was so fucking OP with it.
It just made him like a Giga Burst champ with full Cleaver Pen, but yeah, now it's stacked slower, and he kind of has to play how Smolder was intended to.
I know they. One thing Riot really doesn't like is when high damage carries can build tank. Like, usually if that ends up being a thing, it will almost immediately get addressed. It's like, AD carries are allowed to be like the highest damage late game, have this inevitability of killing anything, but they have to always be squishy. So Smolder is like, they want to build crit, but if he's building just fucking bruiser items and killing everyone, then that's a big problem. It's literally why Zeri can't have Trinity Force, even though like it feels really good on her, like being able to Q and get Trinity procs. It's just like lets her just get away with being tanky. Ooh, big flank from Dokla. Wait, Inspired went in pretty fucking early. Is this good? This looks not good at all from Lion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tried to dive Sven, couldn't even reach him. Ooh.
I mean, like, it was only Inspired and Dokla that could go in it whatsoever. The rest of the line couldn't follow.
Oh!
That's a GA pop, but Blabber might get popped as well. Yo, if I'm Lion, I'm going to be like, just fucking GA Blabber and finish the dragon. Oh, Dokla's dead? Hold up. What is happening? Oh my, dude.
Oh my.
Wait, Inspired. Yo, yeah, they're doing it. He's going to finish it. While Blabber's GA'd. Oh my god, he gets soul. Bro, if I'm Blabber, I'm so depressed right now.
What the fuck?
Dude, what is this fight? Oh god, nobody can kill Saint.
The immunity of the unstoppable onslaught gets him
Dude.
away. Good lord,
Wow.
man.
What
That
the
was a
fuck just happened,
crazy
bro?
team fight. Berserker as well as Saint coming from opposite
That was
sides.
actually crazy.
Pincer attack in the pit there. They're able to knock down Sven. They're able to knock down APA, and they pop the GA
Berserker
from
flashed
Blabber.
in
And
and
while
got,
he's
like,
in
2
GA,
there.
Inspired finishes
And
the
died.
dragon, takes the soul.
And then, yeah, the jungler battle for the smite.
I just use whole some slow. I'm stay here though.
Careful, not a suck from this.
Yeah. I can
I
chase
have
them.
GA, I have
Look,
GA.
look here, look here.
Zeke's no flash,
They're gonna
Zeke's
try
no
to finish
flash.
right now.
Careful,
Okay.
Nautilus. Boink.
What's Senna?
I have no ult
Okay,
now.
look Senna.
Zeke's no flash in the
Okay,
pit.
I'll try get 6. I'm looking jigs. They are stuck, in the pit, they are stuck.
Coming to you.
Ooh, we got Ziggs.
I have
Okay,
damage
okay,
now.
okay,
Kill the
okay,
Nocturne. I will get the dragon.
Yeah,
Get the Drake,
get
get the Drake, get the Drake, get the Drake.
get the Drake.
Aha! I knew it. I knew it. That's what I would have been screaming if I was inspired.
You guys get the
Yeah,
Drake.
GA his ass.
Keep going.
Sion has no mana.
I mean,
They don't have damage. They don't have damage.
just no flash.
No
Big
flash Sion, no
brain.
ult Sion.
That was so well.
Hold up, we're already back.
Ooh,
Blabber goes
wait a
down.
minute.
Berserker's already in
And
play.
Berserker's hit.
Hold up.
Oh my.
Going over to
Double
the C9
kill.
side. Lion trying to get something back. Blabber
Sven?
down.
Oh,
Douglas
wait,
on
he's
the
just
back
fucking
line.
gone.
Flag coming in from
Wow, the Renekton just ate his whole
Sven
ass.
falls down.
He
Inspired
did
is
do
not
that.
done yet. Vulcan and APA try to run, but Lion's not done. Dokla needs a little bit more
Holy
distance.
shit.
Can't quite
Dude,
find
C9
it.
might be
Gets the
fucked.
slide
They
through.
instantly
Gets
one-shot
Vulcan.
both of their bot laners,
Trying to return a
and then they're
little bit
losing
of
the fight
something.
afterwards.
Yeah, they
And to get
can't
rid of
win.
APA, they have the damage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's 3 for 3.
I mean, dude, I'm saying, like, I don't even think C9 should be trying to assassinate their fucking Lucian Milio.
They're kiting back his.
Like, unironically,
Bomb's not gonna be able to
Lucian
find
doesn't
it
do
on his
that
side,
much
but Still
DPS.
trying to do so.
And he
Yeah,
shouldn't have
like,
very
Sion
good
can
targets.
Like,
Like, he should only really be able to hit Sion unless you're just sprinting at him.
Back to live, or excuse me, back to when we got back to live.
But, like, if you do this, you literally just open up the rest of their team to counter-engage on you, which is, like, Lion genuinely needs this. They need some way to get in.
Lion had the counter.
And how about
I think Sion just
Dokla
needs to
because
chill.
Solo kills Sven
Yeah, they
in
need to
the
stop
back of that
Renekton.
fight. Otherwise, that would have
Just
been a
peel
Like,
Senna.
yeah, just
for
peel,
sure. They
just
got
play to, like,
double
go
kill
on
the bot lane
Wukong
instantly to
and
start.
Renekton and just
Lion
not let
3-5
fucking
that, and thanks to Dokla getting back
Ryze and
there
Lucian hit
killing
any
off the
important
Senna
targets.
so quickly.
It's kind of
They're
awkward,
able
though.
to make that an even trade.
They're like,
I
This
think
is some good League of Legends.
I think the
like
win
these
condition's
fights,
not there yet,
Flowers.
This is
honestly.
fun, man.
It is
I think
getting
Senna needs a bit more.
scrappy down there. The one for the Infernal
I think
Soul
when Senna
just
hits
has
the
so
IE,
big
she can actually start
damage.
pumping.
The extra
got
damage
decent
already was
souls.
on display in the previous fight.
Her
And
damage is
that
okay
previous
right
fight
now,
we
but
just
like,
saw
I
was
think she
with
kind of needs IE at this
C9
point in the game
instantly deleting the Lucian at the very beginning
to be able
of
to
the
truly
fight.
like
So
play
let's
around
see what
her.
it looks like here as Cloud9 getting vision around the Baron.
Yeah, Saint now going to be the victim of the
That guy
C9
looks kinda
wombo
dead.
combo. Seeker's arm guard buys him only a moment, but that
Yeah,
moment
he's dead
ends
as
in a
fuck.
shutdown with kill credit going over to APA. C9 starting up the Baron.
Yeah, they just start the Baron with Senna. You could stay so healthy on this, so Lion will have to respond.
Okay, Lion with the 4v5. Culling finding a ton of damage here to APA. Thanatos ready to charge in, unstoppable onslaught. Clone use from Inspired. Nice placement on that one. Guarantees no efficacy for the Scion. Dokla still on the backside of the pit. Lion successfully stopping
AP's
C9 from grabbing the
wow,
Baron.
that was such a
APA goes ahead and
risky
takes a
recall spot. I feel like
Yeah, he gets
Berserker
his
saw him
recall.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
awkward.
wondering if
Killed it
there's gonna
before
be
his
a more
flash.
aggressive teleport back into it with the 4v5 still in place, but they're going to call it at that. He just is safe teleport back to the team, and they reset up. But now there's only 17 seconds
man,
left on
Ziggs
this
looks
rise.
really
He will
sad
have
in this
Realm
type of
Warp,
game.
though no teleport to get there.
I don't know what the hell happened. Did Ziggs get nerfed this season? I swear last season he always felt like such a like strong late game powerhouse and just doing his thing with the plates. Maybe it's actually just the fact that he was always accelerated from the way plates used to work. Wait, Dokla? Wow, dude, that took them so long to kill him with their whole team.
Ziggs wasn't there, but yeah.
Again, C9 will not be able to claim the Baron, but that's
Huh.
another kill they get on Alliance. C9 now
Dude.
up 3,000 gold.
Yeah, they do get a couple
They got
kills here, but
Soul,
they
and
realize,
it's
all right,
still
Saint's
gonna
back.
be,
This is
like,
way too
barely a
risky
win
against
for
Ryze at this point
Lion.
of the game to go
I mean,
straight
it's
back into
They
it's
even
Infernal
win.
Soul. It's
So
like
gonna be a
probably
play
the
like
worst
before
one
the
for
Elder here now
winning
in a
games.
minute.
Oh,
And we
dude,
talked a
Knight's
lot
Vow
about C9
Scion.
scaling,
He
obviously
fucking
the Soul
knows.
really still giving the advantage to
Thanatos
Lion, but
knows.
we are plus
Dude, this
100
is like, I
stacks
think,
here
Biss
for
income tank
Sven
build.
We're at 1,600 plus health.
Kind of
what
checks all the
Cena
boxes.
does
You get armor, MR, CDR,
And
bunch of
Blabber's up-
healing.
opened up a 2,000
support
gold
your
lead,
team.
Plus the Serpent's Fang to deal with some of these shields.
The
that
only
they have
other thing
he-
on the Lion
yeah.
side.
And we're seeing the
He doesn't have
Cloud9
Randuin's,
frontline
which is
be
the only
incredibly
thing he could
effective, even when
need,
their opponents have this
but, like,
Inferno Soul. In the previous
it's just
wraparound
Lucian,
Baron, Vulcan is marking the flank there, so he finds
which is
Dokla.
not really going to
They
kill him that
know
quickly.
Lion, if they don't have Dokla flank and Inspired as the main
He is Mr.
engage,
Tank.
as long as they can mark those players,
A
then
tank
they still
engine.
should be able to keep Sven safe and still should be able to have a good
Sven has
setup for
gotten
themselves.
5
Not to
stacks in the
mention
last 3 minutes.
the potency of these picks, like when they full send all of the ultimates on Cloud9, if you are
Doesn't sound
isolated,
enough.
you are dead.
Pretty
It's
dog
terrifying.
shit, honestly,
You
on
gotta have
kills
Miles around. It
on
feels like
the
having
wave.
any hope of actually surviving that. Berserker does have his IE.
Just
Sven
follow your
decided to
jungler,
go for
bro.
the Hex Optics before the IE, so he's still
Yeah.
working on his Infinity Edge. Is sitting on enough gold
He should be
for
near
the BF
Nocturne
sword,
right
but
now.
not enough for the combined just yet. And is
I'd be
not gonna
surprised
have
if he
time,
hasn't
very
learned
likely,
that, considering
if,
he's
this
played
Elder
the
fight
most
just
Senna
kicks
I've
off right
seen
away.
in an A.
Vulcan with a dredge line coming out of the barrage. Dokla is
Ooh,
found, flashes back
Dokla's
over the
been
wall,
caught.
escapes Mega Inferno Bomb, but losing the summoner.
We're getting an
plus the
Elder fight.
Dominus.
Worse?
There's a large loss of
For
team
who?
fight power here for the Crocodile.
Wasting
Lion
Nocturnal
still
like
looking
that.
at the
I think it's
Elder.
good.
C9 hanging around the area. They've got everything except those 2 ultis, but
Yeah,
those
I mean,
have
I don't
if they
think
can stall
Nocturnal
for it
is
again.
like.
playmaking
I mean,
so
obviously it's
far.
really good for team fighting, but I
See
don't
if
think
Lion can find
Nocturne
an angle here, looking around
needs
in the enemy
his
jungle,
ult. It's
exactly inspired, using the
I keep
sweeper,
saying it, but like I
checking
really
to
don't think
see
they
if he
should be
can
trying to
make his
dive.
way forward.
And by
Goes
going on
now,
Dokla, you
ready
kind
to
of
join back in the fight. He
force
has the
him to
shield from
use
the
his ult and
teleport,
flash.
but does not
Just
have
gonna make the
Dominus still.
team fight a lot more
Remember that.
awkward. I think it's a good trade
Lion
for
still
C9.
hanging around.
I
Dragon's
mean,
still
I think they need it for the
75%
fight, but it's
HP.
up
Thanatos
here
here
in a
front
second,
line,
so
trying to
Yeah,
get
it's
in the way
good.
of anything Lion
God damn,
tries
that's
to
such a
do.
look
Elder
fucking
Dragon
cooldown,
down to
man.
half health now. Inspired
Yup.
trading with Thanatos.
He
Dokla
just
seeing
turned
on
off
the
the
left side of
lights.
fight as Saint
And they're
tries
off
to
again.
realm, but nobody's
Wait,
gonna go in.
Inspired's
Saint's
kinda
right in
getting
the middle of
fucked.
Everybody here with the Cyclone, but a lot of damage arrives onto Saint. Oh no, he locks up Blabber as he goes to the
There's
wall.
too many things
C9
going on.
trying to
What's
find a way to
happening?
the
Yeah,
edge
I don't
of
know.
the fight.
It's
Blabber
everywhere.
Both junglers just fucking GH. Wait, APA died. APA's down. All right, watching Sven. Uh-oh. Dokla found him. Dokla found him. He's got no flash, though. They blew his flash earlier. Inspired's just on the dragon. Yo, Inspired's finishing
He's
Elder.
not dying.
He's finishing Elder. Oh my god, they're just gonna get it. They're gonna get it.
Dead.
Oh! No.
Wait, is that smite?
Bro.
Shit.
What the fuck? This is too fucking wild, bro.
He's a very
What the
tanky
fuck?
Scion, but where the hell is he supposed to go?
He's going to have to wait for the ultimate
I
and try
mean-
to drive out of here if he can keep the space. It's up in 2 seconds. He'll be looking
Like,
for that escape ulti and should be
Of
able to
all
get
the
it, but
times to
Inspired
lose
again
Elder, I
gets
guess
the
this wasn't
objective as they were
horrible. Their
able to
carries are
focus
dead.
down
They're not going to be able to
Blabber
immediately
after
siege
his
you, but
GA,
it will be
kill
hard to
him
contest the
off
Baron
before Saint and
once
Berserker
Lion's up.
fell. So even though it feels like C9 are winning the fight, as soon as the Elder goes to Lion,
Cinder's
it
gonna
doesn't
IE.
matter. You got to run.
Yeah, the Lion, the calls there were so good in the team fight. They used the Realm Warp to force pressure as we're going to see the Scion
worth
get
chasing?
chased
Can he
down.
kill
him?
The Elder Dragon.
Wait, he hit the minion. He didn't hit it.
Minion.
The minion fucking get down, Mr. President. Look at that shield.
It slows you, and then when it bloops onto the ground,
Bro.
that's the bit of a knockback, so he doesn't get the CC he needs.
Wow, that is so fucking sad
Not a
for
quick enough
Isles.
bloop under the
bloop.
ground, huh?
Slow bloop.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a slow bloop.
Unlucky.
God damn, dude.
Dantos
What's
is
going
fucking
on?
doing the
How's your
most right now.
Thanatos,
Is this the
Thanatos
closest
loves a
game
slow
we've
bloop.
seen
Love
That's
it.
in
great.
an A?
Always
Yeah,
said
it's
that.
pretty good.
This is actually such a crazy game.
What's Santos
though,
build
there.
next?
When Lion used the Realm
think you
Warp to put
actually might
pressure
just
on
go,
the
like,
back line, and
Titanic
then they
Hydra
kinda
here.
chase him around. Saint actually buys a lot of time flashing
But
back.
who's
on the
happy?
other
Overlord's
side of
blood
the
mail.
fight, and
Mm,
really
yeah, yeah.
open up the opportunity for
I think it'd be
Lion
good.
to take down
One of them.
Cloud9's jungler and earn themselves the Elder, which by proxy usually does.
Okay,
earn
this is
you
weird.
the
C9
Baron
got
as well.
shield
I
cut
feel like
before they got
Elder
any
earns you
heal
whatever
cut.
you want on the map usually.
They have
So
0
Baron
heal
is up
cut.
then.
That doesn't seem
Baron
right.
kind of falls under the everything umbrella, and Lion will be happy to take that one. The C9 gold lead now shrunk down below 2,000 as
yeah.
Lion still have that
I mean-
Elder for a little bit longer. They've got the Baron for the next 2.5 minutes, and they're pushing
And I
top
know
lane.
who would
But
grab
look
it.
at these waves. You know, there's
feel
nothing
like
really
Scion,
happening here on the bot side.
little
Mid-wave
Thornmill, I
is
guess.
pretty
Anybody,
neutral,
bro.
So it's all about top. And
Nautilus.
Six can clear this out pretty effectively. Does
Grab an
use the ult.
Oblivion
They
Orb.
just got to shred the waves, buy time here. They know they are just waiting for this Elder. And look at this. The Elder buff does not have long at all. That is going to run out very soon.
Oh, I like the Elder
that is what C9 is
UI up
counting
there.
on.
And that's exactly why APA
Honestly, Senna would apply it pretty fucking
nuke
well.
that wave, make sure that
She
they
builds
can't force the
cleaver.
fight
She
right
can't
now.
get
They're gonna
mortal,
go ahead
so
and try
she's
anyway as the
sitting on
Realm
it.
Warp arrives in. Doke's going into the back
You should
line.
go Kevin
Inspire's
Punk.
taking
Oh!
low here at the very start, and
That
Blabber
item's
already
so
kills him
ass.
off. Blabber trying to get away, stays
Uh-oh.
alive, but Doke grabs the kill
Both
there. The
junglers
Elder
instant.
Dragon
Wait,
executed.
Thanatos just got
Thanatos gonna die now
deleted.
too.
Oh my
The
god.
brick wall has
Yeah, there's an Elder
fallen
Dragon.
As Lion break their
He got
way into
fucking
the enemy
murked.
base at the very
They're
end of the
duping an
Elder
Elder.
Dragon timer. It is a 4v3.
Elder's
As
gone.
Berserker and the rest of Lion
I still think it's
try
weird
to
that
charge forward. Berserker,
Cleaver
the
locks you out of
healthiest
any
here
last
on
whisper
the team.
items.
This Lucian very, very strong. Sven
Ooh.
has a ton of range here on his Senna. Trying to defend, but the first next
Senna
turret
is
already
legit
fallen.
so
C9
cringe
still scrambling.
with her
Berserker
Q
down to
move
1/3
speed.
HP now.
Slow.
As Lion don't look
Yeah.
like they'll be able to continue a whole lot further, but they are going to keep trying.
You
Dope
actually
still clearing
can't
out
move
the
if you
minions
get
on
hit.
the side waves.
Yup.
Cozy Campfire here trying to keep Berserker
Ugh.
healthy enough, and he's healthy enough, but just barely. Lion are forced back.
Wow.
They're going to be forced back here. Dokla
I
just
did
getting
not
the
even
dominance
see
back now.
Thanatos
If he
go
had
down
that
there.
a
Was
little
it-
bit earlier, if he
I'm
had his
guessing
flash, which is
just
coming
Rise
back up
Solution?
a little bit earlier, they
Dude,
probably could have closed
them
out
not
the game.
losing off
But
that is
critically,
insane.
Sven and APA do survive in that fight.
This game is
Even
still
though they
up
lose
the
their
air.
front line,
It's gonna be
they are still
another
alive, they
Elder
still have
Dragon
a
fight.
chance, and they are still
Like, what the
scaling.
fuck?
132 Senna stacks now, 1,700 plus health here for the Scion from the Soul Furnace. Death Cap now completed critically as well for APA.
Dude's
That's
wave
wild.
here
Done
wasn't
for a
even
while.
insane, dude.
So these guys
They couldn't even
are
clear the
reaching that
minions.
terrifying late game status.
couldn't walk
Lion
up.
is still in control of the
Yep.
game. They still have all their tier 2s.
Thanatos
but
hasn't bought
this late
anything.
into a game, one bad team fight,
He's not a
that
goal.
doesn't really matter. You can just march
He
down and end it.
prefers
Yeah,
speed
and
cord.
the potential again
mean,
for these picks can be
not bad.
so devastating. Looks like
Mr. Pink.
C9 fully corralled in their own territory, though, as Berserker's not going to waste any time. He even goes past the tower.
Holy
as he's
Lucian
falling.
combo.
But with super minions on top side,
He
it's
damaged
very
the
easy
shield.
to just push mid and bottom at the moment, keep the siege up, Baron empower these cannon minions, and they do the work for you.
But you only have that empowerment for the next 20
feel like
seconds.
Sven should be
Guardian
matching
Angels
the
also
group.
up and running on not just Inspired, but Berserker as well.
Oh,
Completed
look
that
at Saint,
purchase
he can't
after
move.
the recall from the previous push. Lions still up with their Infernal Soul, still up about 2,000 gold. That gold lead
Wait,
doesn't mean
Cyril
a
does
whole lot.
Wukong, I just saw
41
that.
minutes into game number 1 here in this best-of-5 series. C9 held on to the lead for a very long time, but now Lion is back in full control.
Cyril's
And it's
Wukong, no
less than a
cleaver.
minute and a half until the next Elder Dragon spawns.
Yeah, and it feels like it's going to come down to these Elder fights.
He
Obviously,
normally
Infernal Soul is
gets it at
still
some
a
point,
very
but
good advantage. But when you're
I don't know.
accounting for all
Seems
of the
whatever.
scaling on C9, the game starts to feel very even besides the map stage
Cyril
where
does
they have that open and hit
pretty
top side.
good amount more
they've knocked
damage.
down more structures. They are closer to winning the game, but Senna and Scion are so strong this late that it
Is
is
it?
always
Good amount
really
more?
scary. Sven
Not
trying to work
really
towards
comparable?
a GA of his own. Blabbers has come back off cooldown. Inspired and Berserker, so theirs are up and ready. Zonia's
No,
is
I mean,
ready
I think
for Saint, so
You have two
it's
cleavers on your
tougher
team,
to
like
get a
they'll be
pick
getting
on these
shredded.
carries
Oh,
for
yeah.
It makes your
I mean,
actual like
APA's got
initial
no
burst of going in like
defensives.
QR
Sven
or
has
whatever.
no
Like
GA, so if you can
gonna
get
hit a
on
lot harder.
APA or Sven and burst
That's
them
true.
down,
If they're already
that could
cleaved
be
down by the
lights.
team.
And that's what
It is a
Dokla's
lot more
been trying to
damage, yeah.
do in every single one of these team fights.
Let's
We
think about
always
Wukong
see them in
exclusively.
action, swooping around
Ooh,
for the engagement.
APA.
Now immediately
Ooh, wait, he's
inspires
just
onto APA.
literally
The
getting
Ziggs
solo
stay
killed, by the
alive,
way.
but now trying to get himself away.
Holy shit, this
Saint
is
does
so
damage to
awkward.
the
This is
back
so
line now as well.
awkward.
Doke
Holy
comes up
Yeah,
with
I think
Doke
Sen's
goes on a
fucked.
killing spree. Blabber's
Sven's
under
just
pressure. Mega Inferno
1v1
coming in for
against
gold.
Berserker in the fucking Raptor. Yo, meet me after school in the Raptor pit, bro.
What the fuck, bro? Alright,
Dude, this game was sick.
Applying fangs to
Yeah.
throats as they
Jesus.
find their team fight win.
That was a banger
minutes
game.
into the
Finally
game.
ends.
A
Dude, the
clean
last pick or
5
Nectin
for
actually went
nothing
fucking
to end
insane. Like
game
Dokla
1.
made so many good plays this game.
Certainly delivering.
It's wild amount of
C9
pressure.
tried, but Lion are gonna take it.
That was certainly not
They'll
like a
march this
fucking.
one on to the Nexus.
When I saw
What
Renekton
a
fifth pick, I was
battle.
like, wow, it looks like he's kind of
43
pussying out
minutes on the
from something
clock
better,
as the
but
Nexus finally
he
falls.
sort of did work.
If this is any indication,
They should have played
we
Castle.
are in for one hell of a series as
think so?
Lion starts one up.
Yeah,
And
he
I
would
gotta
have.
say,
would've
Dokla in
pissed
the
Smurf.
late game on this Renekton was insane in these fights. He was always finding great angles. The use of the Realm Warp and his flanks was fantastic.
Yup.
I would not have thought that 42 minutes in, the
That
Renekton
stat, it was
would
like
be more
C9 hasn't
useful
been
than
to
the
an
Scion. What do you
international
think,
since
Lounge?
2023 or something.
I think these are the two best teams
Yep.
in the LCS right
Let's
now.
go!
They're crazy.
Decided by
Especially
so
given they, like,
many
added
different
another
small things,
international,
it's hard
too.
to pick what to cover.
Even more
But
chances.
I will say, the Infernal Soul was pretty big. So let's break down the Pagoda moment featuring Inspired's
Pagoda
clutch
moment.
Dragon Steals. This was the soul fight, and I'm skipping a little bit ahead just to show how crazy this was, as Inspired has already lost his GA by the time that I'm starting this clip, and it just becomes a massive battle within the pit. I will say, though, in terms of the
This
actual
game was
fight,
off.
C9 getting their carries trapped in here, and Saint holding position out here, and Berserker holding position out here, gives Lion a much better attack position for this fight. But the magic comes down to when Blabber goes into
Attack
GA,
position, frog
Inspired
wide.
decides to just burst the Drake down, gets
This
the
game, I think, is a really good
secure
example
to
of
give
why
him the soul.
junglers go
But
GA in
earlier,
competitive instead of Death
he kinda
Dance.
pulled the rabbit out of his
So many of
hat
these
with
fights,
this
the fact that they
Drake,
had GA
because
let
the
them do
fight
way
is
more,
going
where Death
wrong
Dance is like
for
not actually
Lion
going to do
as
anything. You're
Vulcan
just going
landed a good
to still
engage.
die in
Zigzalt over the
maybe
top.
1 second slower.
It does look like C9's about
Yeah,
to turn
competitive
the game,
for
and then
sure.
Basically, in this 1v3,
Would you rather survive for another 1 second or have a 4 second stasis then come back?
It's weird because like Death Dance is just very clearly OP as fuck, but
it is.
Yeah, I mean, competitively it's different for sure.
I mean, it's specifically OP when you're winning. It's like a Giga win more item. Someone ahead with Death Dance is just impressive.
What an insane game.
That was so good. I'm so sad
Yeah.
we don't have like more time to break so many more fights down. Like from the very beginning where they're playing around the pushing bot lane, invading Blabber, killing him in his jungle. It's like, oh man, Inspired once again. They'd set up this play around a pushing bot and kind of had downloaded where he was going to be.
This just reminds me of all the storytelling we talked about at the beginning of the day of like Cloud9 in moments of past.
Let's get some Lion comms.
Finals, like game states are positive, really positive. But let's just take a look at the player of the game who ended up winning that one.
Neither
It's
side got
actually a
heel
tie
cut.
between Dokla and Inspired.
You get to break the tie.
You guys get to
Let's
choose.
see.
Fan vote. The late game Renekton or
It's
the
Dokla, bro. What?
That's a big doke
It's
so far.
looking
Big
like
dokes.
it's going to Dokla.
Inspired played
Because
fine.
in
Like he had a good game, but
4,
Dokla had a
3,
really good game.
He had a lot of smites.
Yeah.
Dokla
Yeah.
wins player of the game. I mean, what an insane game. 51,000 damage.
The epitome of skill,
by
a smite.
Berserker here.
Yeah.
We can see
Well, I
Also,
mean,
just
like
look
that
at the gold
secures the
gap, right?
victory.
Because this game was
But
very
I wouldn't
winnable
give it to
for
him.
C9,
I agree.
especially with the scaling they have built into their composition.
It's just
like,
it's the objectives though.
I think the
Yeah.
third Dragon
You
one
have
was
the
a good
objectives.
smite.
Yeah.
I think the
Dragon.
Yeah.
the Soul was just Blabber getting GA'd, so there was no smite fight.
Yeah,
And then the Elder,
yeah.
he didn't even have
Right.
smite for Elder going down, which is
Baron
questionable.
just completely dominated
True.
there by Inspired. And I do want to revisit.
That
we
shit could have
talked
got
about this.
stolen by anybody.
What is going on with Inspired versus Blabber?
Yeah.
Because we know how much Blabber thinks about jungle pathing. He sleeps, he dreams about it, but it feels like every single time, like this game.
Damn, that
we
was a
didn't get to
sick
cover it,
Renekton game,
but,
though.
The early jungle invade steals his blue, kills him on Gromp. It feels like every time they play in a best of 5,
I will
Inspired
say,
finds some way to check
C9's
him.
comp pretty low
Blabber
damage.
played well aside from that early lead, but then
Yes.
Yeah.
Not very good at
Green
killing,
Wave
like
had all the
Zig
smites, and he
Senna.
just sneaks out the victory.
That's what
Yeah.
it feels
Who
like
is killing
historically when they
Renekton?
go up against each other, like
He
we
is
talked
better
about
against
at the
that
beginning
than
of the day.
other
It's
stuff.
like C9 had
So, I mean, in
many
that
great
regard,
game
it was a
states.
good,
Their team fighting was great.
spot
Vulcan
for
found
him.
some really clutch flash hooks on towards
It's rare to see him as a
either
counter pick.
Inspired or someone really important, and they found really good targeting in team fights to either nail down Renekton, making it hard for him to really enter fight without ulti, or the same would be for the Rise. But then it would still not matter because Inspired will still steal the Drake and now make it about them playing for Soul. And then Elder. And then Elder again.
Remember, the last 5 times Inspired's had a series that will qualify him for an international event, he has won. The last 6 times Blabber has had that, he has lost.
Yeah.
Blabber now needs to win 3 of the next 4 to get that win. Game 2's next, but first, let's take another look at our Kia All-Pro first team.
Thanatos going for the all-in here. Dominus makes it easy. Thanatos with the solo kill. Immediately, quickness up, charm down, Jose Neono. And Jose Neono hops right back in.
I don't think C9's draft was bad. Like, I think Sinnoh Nautilus was fine. I just don't know if I liked it together with Sion. I feel like if you're going to play something like Sinnoh Nautilus, it's like you want to... They're just going to hold it down. They're like a solid lane. You can play for them, but like they're not really going to carry on their own. But if you have Sion, you kind of want someone who's going to carry on the other side.
Yeah.
Whereas Senna's like... Senna would prefer a carry top lane as well, because you can like ult for them. have someone who does some more damage, more of a threat.
Shopkeeper time. What are we doing?
So if Senna's one of your only carries, she is very susceptible to just like getting fucking jumped on and one shot by Renekton, Wukong, fucking Lucian at the end somehow.
Can't neglect power. How about 329 HP?
We can buy one more item. What about vision? Map's fully lit. We're not missing anything.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
And Rez, hey, support means support. No running off this time.
That was just a one-time thing.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Rich in the ground before Dub can even get there. In time to try to knock out as Impact gets bursted.
Don't feed.
Knocks him down.
Get fed. Scan the QR code for deals only on Uber Eats.
Hello? Whoa. Mama Gorgon 85 lives here?
Yep, that's my mom.
The absolute legend who went from gaming on her phone to ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom?
Hey guys. Apples with peanut butter?
How is this possible?
With AT&T wireless and home internet.
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T wireless and home internet, now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice in real life.
Okay, I'm voting now, guys. We will kill soon.
That's flash. Nocturne and Nautilus could come there.
Okay, we're playing, guys.
Come on,
come on, team.
I'm fine.
Okay, it's stop.
I'm fine.
Nice.
Yo, guys, we should go in now. We should go in now.
Lucian! Lucian dash.
I'm watching.
I'll try.
Lucian?
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, my rune light logged out. I gotta get back in the crowd.
Look, Wukong. I kill myself. Look, Wukong. Yeah, flash. You want to drink?
I killed myself.
They are stuck.
What?
In the pit, they are stuck.
Coming to you.
Kill Dirk.
Kill the Nocturne. I will get the dragon.
Hit the Drake.
They don't have damage. They don't have damage.
Oh, you guys can win.
You guys can win, I think. No, Nocturne.
Keep going. Yeah.
I'm going on Ziggs.
Nolan is gonna die in the front. How is it, guys?
Ziggs flashed and W. Ziggs flashed and W already.
I'm looking Nocturne.
Senna.
Yeah, Senna.
Nocturne, Ziggs no flash, okay?
We're killing Senna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ziggs no flash.
If you don't die, it's really good.
Nocturne.
We win. Nice.
Nice, guys.
That wasn't the toxic comms I was looking for. Why isn't he flaming the fuck out of everyone? What's up, Asher?
So we make guarantee Korea. We're going for MSI or bootcamp.
Yeah.
But
awesome.
I hope we're going for MSI.
Same.
Because MSI is Daejeon. You know Daejeon in Korea?
Yeah.
It's my father place.
Oh,
my
nice.
father's home.
Nice.
So I have to go.
Is your father gonna come watch us?
I think so.
I
I mean, my father.
He fucking better. No? Yeah, he better.
My father watch my every game.
Yes.
Oh.
He likes sports.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. I mean, it's his home, right? So he has to come.
Yeah.
His dad watches every game. That's so cute.
Yeah, nice.
So.
I love that, man. Thanatos' dad watches all his games. He loves the competition and the opportunity to qualify not just for the team's first international in 3 years, but in your dad's hometown.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is really, really cool because you don't often get those opportunities. You know, it's we think about some of these players who've played for a long time, but it's not always easy for their parents to be able to travel and actually watch them play. So that's definitely some extra motivation here from Thanatos, who I thought had a really good first game, but you're playing a tank. There's only so much you can do.
He actually had a really good silent
when it
game.
comes down to these team fights, it is so much about the carries, and Lion did an amazing job. We were just talking, using those realm warps, getting into the back line, pressuring the Ziggs and the Senna, and just showing why this team is world class.
Yeah, all right. Let's see if they can do it here for Thanatos to go see his dad, or if Lion are going to make this one look
Thanatos
like
greater than Dokla
Well, they're gonna go to Korea for a
in
boot camp, so he's
Castle.
gonna see his dad. The question is he in the stands with his dad, or is he on stage
Dokla
with his
and
dad
Castle, the
watching?
guy who
You
joined the team to
bet your ass
take
he
some
wants
of
to be on
Dokla's
stage.
scrim time.
But don't forget, even if you lose today, it's not
Dream
like you're
team,
out
some
of
might
contention
say.
for MSI. Today's winner, yes, you automatically
Happy
qualify
Sunday.
for
Happy
MSI.
Sunday to you as well.
automatically go to the finals in Arizona next weekend, but the loser will meet TL in that lower bracket final next Saturday for the chance to still compete for the title and still compete to
Castle's
be
on the
that
roster?
#1
I
seed
believe so.
there at MSI as Lee Sin and Castle.
I mean, the whole timeline is just weird. Unpack the Zach. Yeah, lock that shit in.
I don't know if we're gonna see a
Actually, I
Zach
think
win.
Zach's not that
It's
strong
been
right
a
now.
while since we've
TBH.
seen Zach. I mean, it's
His
we're
solo
more
queue win
likely
rate's
to
not
see
great.
Zach than we
Normally,
are the Bard
it's pretty
jungle that
good.
The previous guy's poster had. I think that Zach
mean,
is more likely than that
it's
one.
okay,
Other side's
it's
gonna go
like-
ahead, ban out Akali, Nico, and Oriana. Seraphine banned out by Lion.
Slightly
So
below
they wanted
average.
put the
Eh.
pressure on bottom lane instead
I don't know.
of giving Saint the Silas like respect ban isn't there from Cloud9 this time around.
I
They
feel
banned
like Zach
Orianna
is
and the
supposed to have a
Akali
high win rate in
instead.
solo queue.
And so we put more pressure on bottom lane with a Seraphine ban instead, with the Lucian Melio being
Just due to
gone,
what
that kind
the
of
champ
rises
does.
priority, 'cause that's the favorite counter into it, and so it opens up for C9 to do the poke. The Ezreal Karma here is definitely a very real possibility.
But Varus is also up, right? So it's OPs that can be traded. So you're choosing Karma or Varus.
What do you think
we're
the
just gonna see
general
Varus from
community
Berserker
perception
here,
on Zach
very,
as a
very
champion
likely.
is? I feel like more.
And,
I feel like people don't
it'll
like
just
him
be a Varus
usually,
lane into the
especially when
Karma
he's
lane, so
good.
you have kind of your two.
He's somewhat of an offensive champ. He's like a tank who heals a shit ton.
Going to be that matchup, so we'll see.
That has ganks that are extremely hard to detect, and then also just like can one shot you if he's had.
Can get some work done here with the Varus.
Right.
He's kind of fucked up when he's good.
Lock the support here for Lion. There's not a whole lot of pressure on that
But
because the enemy team already has the Karma, but they will go ahead lock in.
I don't think he's the
Bard
most
themselves.
offensive
Part
champ in
makes
the
a lot of
game.
sense. I was just
There's a
kind of
lot of
looking
fucked
through
up
the champions
stuff.
that he's playing and thinking if you want to go lane dominant.
People
that
say his
makes the
E is
most sense for the
undodgeable.
champions that are up and available because the Nico
Kind of depends what
obviously
you're
banned out.
playing.
That's another
Like,
good pairing if you're going to be playing with the poke Varus.
it depends what you're playing, and it depends if you know he's charging it, right? Like if you see him charging it, you should
And they're going to be matching
very
fire
rarely
with
get
fire
hit.
here down in that bot lane 2v2.
And then what are they going to grab?
If you don't see him
for
charging it,
Blabber
and you have
this
no way to
time
stop it or
around?
get out of the way, it's
Do they
pretty hard to
want-
avoid.
Okay, so they go for
No,
the Jhin.
Ezreal.
The Jhin with the long range again. I mean, Sven, he did have a very, very good
He
Jhin
did.
game versus FlyQuest and hit
You
the like
love playing versus
13
Zach. His
kills.
E's canceled
Game
everything I play.
Smacked him. And
Yeah, I
will
mean,
say Jhin is
any
a lot of
displacement,
people feel like it's the more
stop
stable
set.
laner compared to Ezreal, so I think they're saying, okay, if we're going to be going up against Bard and Varus, that's pretty scary. Maybe we want that kind of more, just stable.
Hey, we knocked
lane.
up stop it before it lands.
And
Yeah.
there's the answer to the Blabber question, because you go straight for something that can punish the
I
Varus.
mean, that's the play. Like, if I'm playing Rex against Zach, basically I just try to like hug the area where I think he's gonna jump, and it's so easy to stop.
And with a Victor
The
as
only
well,
time
those
you
are two
like,
great
basically, if you're
targets.
Zach and you're playing against that kind of shit, like Gragas, Alistair, Rek'Sai, whatever, like you have to
Try
jump
get a
kind
lot
of
work
like,
done, try and blow a lot of flashes off those carries.
like, how do I
All right,
explain
so
it?
we've
You
got
know,
mid laner plus bot lane duo versus jungler plus bot lane duo. Remember,
like you
last
can't
time
try to
around,
jump
everything
over
was
them. You have to
perfectly
jump
mirrored
kind of like
in the first half of the draft. So we only saw
in front
solo
of
lane
them
bans in the
rather than
second
behind
phase.
them, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
and
So
very
like,
likely you're going to have that kind of flip bans, right?
it's
Lion
hard
is
for them to
probably gonna be
actually
banning mid
hit
laners,
you before you've
and
landed.
Maybe banning some of these junglers, so TF going to be taken off the table. I feel like
because sometimes you can bait them to like walk into it trying to knock it up, but then they're not actually under him at any point in time.
That can set up engages, that can look for
Oh my god, that's a sick picture.
Annie is another champion that he is very strong on.
What advice do you give to a low master Zac main?
Because Victor is considered a pretty good matchup into Annie, so maybe they
I have no idea. I don't play him in Sulky that much, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. The Victor, I always.
I'll go through
like
phases,
the
but
Victor Annie matchup, the conversation is always like.
I don't know if I'm really
this kinda
qualified to give
sucks
like
play as Annie because every time you try to step up to the wave, you
really
get
good advice
lasered
on
and
him
he
or
just puts
something.
you at a range.
I mean, they could try and do, if you're talking about facilitators.
There's people who play a lot more Zac than I do. They probably have better advice.
The dunk buddy. And then you'd use, the dunk buddy for the Jarvan, do Cataclysm plus Galio. If both those enemy carries are both low mobility, then maybe you actually can get that wombo to work.
Yeah, it definitely could make sense.
I mean, I will say from my successful Zac games and when I play against the like one tricks, whatever, it's like
They absolutely were. My concern with going
generally
Galio
just try to
would be
like.
They're pretty low on damage if they went that way anyway. Which they obviously
I don't know.
have Jhin plus
You just
Galio,
gank shit, you know. Like if they're jungle, you just avoid where their jungler is, basically. That's when I find Zac's the most annoying to play against. Because Zac's not, like, you can invade him and whatever. Like, say I'm playing Rek'Sai, I invade Zac's bot side. I'm taking his camps. He can't go bot.
Looks like he does.
Zax will always just run and kill my top laner. You just have to take advantage of the fact that in solo queue, people don't want to play safe. It's like, it shouldn't work, but it just does.
Thanks. We'll take that.
His ganks are really fucking hard to play around.
But that being said, I feel like for C9, do you want Thanatos, who is such a
like if you're getting invaded, rather than trying to like pull your whole team to try to collapse on them, which I mean you can if the situation's right, but
yeah, I mean.
Feeling more often than not, better just avoid what the jungler's doing.
Like, I've never been a pro player or a coach,
go kill the
I
other
wouldn't
guy.
want that. I want my standout player standing out.
I also think Thanatos himself is probably like, all right, that was enough tank time.
Yeah,
time for me to
and just spam gank mid lane.
I did my laps. Tag me in. All right, let's go ahead and get in there. But we will see that Annie locked in here for C9 for APA, saying, okay. This is one of his most played. This is something.
Annie and Aurora. All right, this C9 comp is a little squishy AF, to be honest.
There's really no front line. Like you've got Jarvan. Jarvan builds Bruiser though, right? You're thinking Sundered Sky. You're thinking Black Cleaver. There's no true tank here. So if anybody gets caught
Aurora's good into Rumble. Annie into Victor.
Look at the other side. Where's the tank on that?
I feel like people pick Victor into Annie actually.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a hard counter, but
tank Kha'Zix. I got
a little weird looking. Kha'Zix? No way. Nefiri? Nefiri seems pretty good.
It's explosive when you have
Dude, wait.
this kind of
the comps have been drafted.
Really careful. You talk
Dude,
about
no tanks allowed.
Into Chains of Corruption, into the gravity well,
yes, sir.
all these tools from Lion. That's very scary, but also
that's a pretty sweet
Flash
comp.
Tibbers plus Cataclysm plus Between Worlds. All of these tools are
Jarvan.
also terrifying.
It's pretty,
it's going to be a very explosive
pretty pseudo tanky.
Game. I do love the Nefiri though, the ability to go in and to
Rumble
utilize
can be.
that call the pack to be able to go immune and dodge away from some of these abilities.
Especially because it's Inspired versus Blabber, and Nefiri is very good at invading and being able to escape a lot of these situations. So if I was Inspired too, you definitely want something where you can go for some invade pressure and try and get some vision down to track a Jarvan is really going to help out your lanes.
I mean, I was going to say, I really
He wants to invade? Jarvan is Nefiri? I feel like that's not a good idea.
Very far away, you've got the ability to just go ahead and use the Hound's Pursuit and turn him into Gibbles.
Dude, did you know Nefiri has like insanely low base armor for a jungler? She's actually pretty bad at 1v1ing people early. Like she will just probably get stat checked by most people. You can't avoid something important with W.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's like 23 base armor or something. It's like extremely low.
Yeah, I like that. That's the LCK solution. Simply be better than your opponent.
28.
This one should be a banger though. I agree.
I'm excited.
She's still pretty low.
When you have big damage
for like
no big
a fighter.
Should be exciting.
Let's see what is compared to Jarvan. Jarvan is 36, and I think he's even not even on like higher end.
In the arena, C9 did run straight down.
Yeah, I thought he had some lower number, some shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was a good ward though over the wall because APA was looking.
Who's a jungler that would have like a really high base armor?
Right? He had pinged in chat.
Rammus.
Level 1. And,
actually, no, his isn't that high.
To see if they could find someone in a dangerous spot.
And Cloud9 have done
what? It's all baked in the W.
So, good level 1 scouting where they either do it towards bot side or towards the mid lane. When they run Annie, APA runs with the bottom lane, into one of those lanes and tries to get an early chunk on somebody. This time they did go for it towards the mid, but as you say, was scouted out, and we have opposite
highest
for the jungle.
highest of any champion
is
is Leona at 43.
That volatile matchup up top side. Aurora into
Of junglers, Nocturne is the
very
highest
elusive,
jungler base armor at
especially
38.
Thanatos is the Aurora.
We had that week 1
Nocturne?
with all these 5-game series, C9 versus
Nocturne,
Lion versus
Nocturne,
TL.
Kane, Gragas,
And now here in
Aatrox,
week
all
3,
38.
Our 5th and 6th seed are
the
already
hell?
gone, so we're getting this top 4 here once again. Had a fun series yesterday between Fly and TL, and today, so far, game 1 absolutely
Dude, we, like,
delivering. It really does
Has
feel
Varus
like
been permanent, or?
between these top 4
Yeah.
teams, anyone could have
He's
won.
permanent.
Obviously, Fly
Okay.
just can't now that they're
I was
eliminated.
gonna say, I feel like we have not seen him in a long
Wait,
time.
Doran, Bo,
As we
Poke,
get into the laning
Varus?
phase, we've got Emily standing by for an
The
interview with
fuck?
Gennaro.
Wait a
Thank you.
sec.
I'm
I mean, I
here
think it's
with
actually fine.
Arrow, kind of watching a little bit of the early laning phase. Talk to me about what you said.
I think it
to
actually
the
makes
team
sense.
After kind of
He's
a
also
disappointing game 1
trying to not be that
we also
forward,
just talked
but
throughout
also when he
next game.
gets
We
to
just
be
don't
forward,
focus too much
he
on
can
the
actually
game
attack.
prior, because a lot of it's very champion specific.
Ooh.
And those champs obviously aren't going to be in anymore. So we
Minus
just went straight to
one,
the next
minus
game and
two.
focused on that. We had a pretty unfortunate start to the game too, to be honest. And we kept the game pretty active and pretty
Wait,
contested.
Sven
It was
did
a
go
solid game
Blade.
Still overall, I'm sure it was fun to watch. So
Oh, I guess you'll just have to win the game
It was
then.
very fun to watch.
Dude, if he
Talk
goes
to me
Hex
a little bit about
Optics,
this
he
draft. We
loses.
can
If he
see,
doesn't, he
you've
wins.
already managed to get
I mean, the last time he played Jhin
this 2v2,
against
so
FlyQuest,
just talk to me about
popped
how
off.
this composition is going to end up working against what Lion have brought out.
Yeah, so we have a lot of early pressure with
Game time check.
Any Karma lanes generally have this pressure early, and you can try to get a
43,
small advantage off of it.
4,
with the jungle or just
5,
for yourself.
6, 7.
So we're trying to
Okay, we're
scale
good.
that into something.
I was like
early
a
that
second
we
or two
have,
ahead.
Just try to keep the ball rolling with Annie, Karma, all these champs that are really solid and engages, solid early, solid team fights. So not too much to go
Dude,
into.
C9's
After
comp
that,
looks
it's really
sketchy
just
as hell
playing
to
the
me.
game, play the game around you.
Lions is
our game plan is just really focused on
not
what we can do for bot
totally
early and
solid
matchup early.
either, but like,
All right, well, all the best. Thank you so much for
Oh, no.
taking the time, and we'll toss it back to the cast.
Yeah,
Theirs feels
speaking
more
of
solid
bot
to me
lane
than
and
C9's.
jungle, we
C9's
talked
is
about the
like
opposite jungle clears. Blabber does end his
just
clear on the bottom side.
very
He gets the grab,
fragile
no problem, even
champions.
with the enemy support in his face. Has
and
his
not a
spike,
lot
which
of
goes
like
into his second-
not a lot of
second clear,
hard
but that's the thing
lockdown
with these telegraph jungle clears. You know that the repeat clears are
or
also going to be pointed
CC.
in those opposite
I
directions.
mean, I guess the same thing.
And so bottom lane
Not super
there
tanky,
for
not
Ryan,
super
he's gonna have to
mobile.
be cognizant. Inspired though, he's looking mid.
Yeah, APA could be in some serious trouble
Is
here.
it a kill?
Called the
No.
pack
Probably
already
not.
used by Inspired. Try to close a little bit of extra distance. They will force the flash out of APA.
If that
Yeah, good early flash
Victor
there from
W
APA. If you flash late,
stunned, he was
probably can
dead.
just flash and
But
follow and finish you. But I
didn't
have
quite
to point
hit.
out, Berserker already TPing back to lane and did not have a great
Ooh,
buy.
he got
it was
that.
just the tier. That's
I would've
it.
missed that
Whereas
cannon.
on the other side was Longsword
He
and Boots was
crazy.
then. They had the push, and just a couple of those missed CS really cost Berserker from getting a better buy. So now as C9, you got that TP down, and if they're able to create an edge in this 2v2 once again, it might actually stick because there is no teleport.
Oh, Dokla now under pressure here in the top side, slowed down by the weirding. Blabber makes his entry, goes for the EQ combo, but a nice flash from Dokla.
Another
Hey,
flash.
so both junglers taking
Burn
a
it.
little
Follow.
time, out of their
Didn't
second
follow
clears
flash.
to blow some flashes for the solo lanes. Inspired was a bit
Blabber
more
uses
efficient
a
with his,
little
though,
bit of
because he did
tempo
it
to go for
between
that.
the respawn timer of first clear and
Nefiri's
second
going for the
clear.
Wolf Invade?
Now, since he saw Blabber use the time after Krugs to
No.
go for the top gank,
Wolf Invade's
Inspired
just
is
too
on that
awkward,
invade
man.
path
The
again.
bot
He's
gank
wrapping
Wait,
with
around
Blabber's
the
portal.
skipping?
And here comes
He's skipping
Isles and
Raptors to try to
Inspired
stop the
together.
Wolf
Sven
Invade.
is the target, tries to flash away,
Wow.
escapes for now. First Dark and Dagger hits
Whoa.
him. Inspired goes forward.
And he got him.
Finds the first
And he's
blood.
gone.
Did I call it or did I call it? The Jhin is dog food 5 minutes in.
Dog
Yeah, even before he
food.
has his ult,
Dog
Flowers,
food.
so now, he's gonna
Dude,
get chewed up again.
this
But I
reaction
just
from
love
Blabber is
tracking
actually
the
really
jungle
weird
choices
because
here,
I
Inspired
have
has
asked him
always
about this
remained
exact thing
efficient
before,
until you get any information from
and
your opponent, and he's like,
he
well,
actually
Blabber
was
just
the
did
one who
his
told me
drugs,
like
he can count
not
his
to do what
CS
he just
after
did
doing the drugs,
basically.
goes for
But I
the
mean,
top
obviously
gank.
most things in League are
Fine, you burned
situational,
off
and
the
there's
flash, I'm gonna kill
not
your
hard rules.
bottom
Basically, it's
lane.
like
he wraps around, and it's a really
if
good,
you are coming out
counter
like on your second
choice
clear,
here
right,
beforehand.
and then
As
if you do
say,
something
now,
other than
there's no
full
flash
clear
or
down,
barrier
like
on the
re-clear,
Jhin, and it's
like he did
first
Krugs into
blood
gank, right?
into
And so then that opens
That is
up
dangerous.
because you delayed
It
it.
really is.
There'll be a
It's
time
such
when
a
your camp is
good
respawned where
way
you're not going to
for
be there,
Lions
and if their jungler is clearing, they'll have the timer to invade, right? And so I asked Blabber, I'm like, what do you do here? Do you prefer like running to the camp to stop the invade, or just keep clearing down? And he said like always just clear down, like don't skip Raptors there, because like even if you like stop them from wolves, like you're still skipping your Raptors, you're gonna be out of camp kind of deal. And then you're like next clear gets desynced. So I started doing it, and it felt better.
And yeah,
but then
like,
he
okay, Inspired
and
had
then
the flash
he
after
did
you heal
it.
you, but Neferi's got so much mobility.
The opposite.
He doesn't miss the flash nearly as much. But Blabber's back up topside. The Jarvan coming from behind your own tower.
Yup, and he's
so he's not a man of his word.
Here, blocking off any escape.
This guy's dead as fuck.
That's probably not exactly the case, but
And,
I mean, it's just interesting. It's like his best response probably would have been like either doing that, like just doing Raptors, just accepting that if he takes wolves, whatever, or the even better one would be if you know he's at your wolves, you just go to his wolves, and then you just turn it into a split map.
But it didn't actually connect on a lot of the wave.
But then there's other factors to consider too. It's like maybe you don't want to do that because you'll just lose Dragon.
With that equalizer, and usually
yeah.
you kind of get all the small minions.
Yeah,
abandoning your bot lane too.
Straight through the middle too. That could have been one more.
Yeah.
Those minions are evasive.
One more minion.
That part's probably not as important because there's like a flashless rumble that's
every little minion does count too. Those things really
being
add up,
split
especially
for.
when you're playing into Thanatos.
Well, it doesn't matter. I see.
Top. Again, Aurora top.
I think you have a bigger advantage
really early on.
Topside than they do bot.
Still discovering how good it could be for the Aurora side. And,
they did kill him.
They did kill him.
Ago.
That's true.
And the Sork shoes
went for the gank instead of the invade.
As well, you have the alternator, so it's this big burst damage right now from that Aurora.
And the opportunity that he has in this game is so good because it's not just you have a good individual matchup, but you have a Varus and a Victor to go for. There are really good targets for the Aurora. So, you know, if Thanatos gets ahead, this is.
I'm surprised Aurora really top's not played more.
Lead.
People played into Rumble, but like,
to me, he was the
I feel like this thing is just oppressive as hell into every single melee.
Role in the league, I thought he was by far and away the #1 top laner. He's great on carries. He's great on tanks.
I think
he lanes well. He team fights well. This guy has done it
compared to like Varus and Vayne top, I think Aurora is like pretty similar to you, honestly. Like she's
is really a good
probably in some matchups even more bullshit.
Meanwhile, the
like she'll actually just kill you from
here as well by Lion. So
like her poke is so much stronger.
Dragon for them, of course.
Doesn't have as much guaranteed scaling, I guess, is the risk with her.
Which
you fall behind it all, like it gets pretty cursed pretty quick.
Makes sense.
He's not going to finish them out because they did see Blabber, and bottom side should be an exchange. But the way that they buff the grubs.
Oh, wait, what?
They find their way onto Vulcan, but
he has no
what the fuck did he ult there?
Spells first and then change corruption, so he
tier
didn't
stack.
actually have any spell to use after. So
I'm
gonna call that one an oopsie from Berserker.
Okay.
But Kobe, I know
yeah, I don't know.
I
mean, could have been a literal misclick.
Enough that you like him now?
Actually, could have been misclick.
Okay,
he did pop his red pod though, so he saw some angle.
The exchanges continue on the bottom side. The way that they
I don't know.
Them,
maybe thought it would continue if he pushed R and fucking walked at him.
Individual rewards. It just buffs up. It buffs up for your laners.
You're like, that just helped my teammates. That is the most jungler answer.
Was that? Yeah,
that's a jungler answer.
All it does is help my stupid team. I wish they gave more money.
Exactly, because the way that they nerfed them is
that shit
they took the golden experience out of them, which hurts me. But then they buffed up the actual tower killing buff.
Give it back. I want that gold.
The heck?
Yeah, well,
I feel like the effect on people from being burned by Deathfire is like such a fucking loud graphic.
Be in Arizona, so if you haven't got
being like a little fucking burn.
It's next week.
Like, I swear when I saw shit first time, I'm like, dude, it looks like this guy has a blue and red pot going. It's just like,
yeah,
fucking crazy trippy effect. Oh, flashes out. 2 flashes out. For C9's own play, and then goes back in. Wait, he's just dead. What the fuck? Huh? What?
Is Vulcan dead too?
Yeah, I
think so.
Should be.
Where's Q missed?
He's not dead? No, he's certainly dead. Oh my god, now Sven's here. Sven's level 6. He's so weak. Bro. Wow, that was a horrible sequence from C9.
Good fight choice
for
them as they see Blabber immediately uses
that was
EQ
not
on
good.
the Bard. They know, okay, big window here for...
That's the kind of play that I feel like you see C9 do this thing, like, not like they do that shit all the time, but like they do it a lot more than you would expect from like the first place undefeated team, you know? It's like, just goes one of those plays where there's not a whole lot of reasoning for why they did what they did. It wasn't like, I guess they chunk out Isles here.
Wow, you just use your combo on my support and Isles stunts him against the wall. Perfect chunk there. They get
I don't really know.
Like they're doing this like without mid prio, so Victor's gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird play to go for. Oh, he W flash and missed. Wait, no, they're just fucking dead. Oh no, Thanatos is going too crazy. Can he juke it? Juke the Q? Oh wow, that was a nice juke. And tries to TP out and stopped.
He tried to use his teleport to get away.
Fucking Varus. Oh my god, and then Saint cleans him up too. Jesus.
Yikes.
Bro. This is going completely horrible for C9.
A disaster.
Well, Victor hobbles over with his cane.
Okay, so C9's playing this comp, and they're behind, and the Fury has 3 kills.
Yeah, that is equals worth. Well, you know what? It wasn't worth. Maybe
Jin's got Ghostblade though.
We won. Because
GG.
Dokla bought so much time.
I don't know.
The wave had already been cleared out, and Dokla realizes this is coming. And look at the flash. Flashes away. APA looked like he tried to do
Did he even
flash and just
W there? Like I couldn't even see the animation.
He W flash.
Hits him with the electric
I
harpoon,
think.
buys time. Varus TP.
I mean, the Q didn't stun, right?
Not only at the end of the day do they get the 2
Probably could have
kills,
just flashed
they
you,
get the
but
flash, or rather, excuse me, the TP off of APA, the flash off of APA, then they deny a wave, and they get a plate, and they get the extra kill. So this was amazing here for Lion.
Yeah, I mean, APA tried to go for the teleport because he saw Isles do the flash there to try and connect his
That is bad.
Hey, they got Dragon.
Thanatos, but the cooldown.
No worries, Dragon secured.
Worth?
Worth.
I'd say it was worth.
Yeah, I mean, Dokla was making a lot of time. And,
oh, hold on. Right back to live, right back to a fight. Isles.
What they got? They got
Isles?
Oh, wow, he died instantly.
He was playing that shit like he was a lot tankier than he was. He's like walks up to him, he's like, yeah, I got this shit. And he's
can't follow any further, so Lion and Isles just getting a little bit ahead of themselves.
Oh, C9's back in it.
And C9 has the punish.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Blabber was that close. They tried to pick
Dragon
on
and Bard?
He had no flash.
You don't like that?
Topside play, which would have been a good angle. But
I mean,
comes in, ruins their fun, and APA
I think
able to
Isles shit himself a little bit. Dragon's not bad, but
same timing, really,
I feel like C9's comp is not good unless you're just winning early. Like from even or behind, I don't fuck with it.
See how well they can utilize it as he roams up to the top side. It's also worth noting with the Dragons evened up, you know, during our...
Oh.
Nope, we don't even have time, Kobe. They are not letting you finish your points today. As once more, it's Lion trying to find a move here, but Thanatos gets himself away for now. Inspired tries to jump over the wall,
running
get
second
himself
sight.
Involved, but Thanatos has made enough space to stay
Rune's been getting more
safe.
popular lately.
Yeah, Thanatos is, he's the
What does
one
it do?
Like, look at this there.
It's the one that like tells you if you're spotted by a ward, and then after level 11, it also reveals the ward.
Rest of the map.
It's like a
oh yeah.
I think it's 4 or 5 minute cooldown. I'm pretty sure it was buff at some point.
I was playing like a jungler or something, and I just clicked the recommended page. I didn't realize I had that, and I was so fucking confused.
Takes a lot of his
yeah.
Like ping, like wards are getting like pinged or something near me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he really is the
Yo, does Inspire know he doesn't have boots?
The Aurora, as he said, has a lot of possible kills, but unless
probably not.
He thinks he has magic footwear. He's like, damn, this one's taking a while. I got 3 kills. Where are my boots?
The possible carry here
I'm a little slow.
Victor is looming, and Isles has been hovering around him, making sure this Victor income can stay steady for Lion, continue scaling up for these team fights. Because the range advantage...
Something I didn't know about Nefiri till the other day was that her dogs scale with her attack speed, which is why Hail of Blades on her is like actually pretty good.
Especially if the supports are circling around and getting all this deep vision, as you can see.
Do they do a ton of damage to dogs?
Through the jungle to make sure Victor can just
I wouldn't say like a shit ton, but
Deathfire touch, Blackfire
they do damage.
dots on dots on dots. Every time the laser hits you, it's just that
I still have, I believe, 0 games played in this champ. Maybe I played one arena. From fucking picking the random.
She's like, she's kind of chill.
Destruction Ray, and that makes it easy for Lion to clear out the vision in the tri-brush, as Inspired has
The biggest thing for me that I don't like about Neferi is the way that her Q cooldown starts after the second one.
All Lion's way, and it doesn't look like C9 can do anything about it.
Yeah, Inspired with the rip.
Say it again.
I don't like how her Q cooldown starts after you shoot the second one instead of like it doesn't start
like
on
Lee
Q1.
Sin.
Yeah, exactly.
Use it as an escape tool. So it does make it more
like
exciting. Looking forward to the next.
You're incentivized to just like launch them both off immediately.
But
like that's not really how you want to
But also not because you need
because
the both to hit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like normally for skill shots, the more patient you can be with it, the better. Higher chance of landing it.
With him because Karma is much less adept at that sort of play style. They can go over walls. They can be anywhere and attack you from so far with this Bard plus Neferi.
And I love how the analyst
It's quite a balancing tool. Starting the cooldown as you're like channeling or using a piece of it.
Of Cloud9 over many years since he has been in North America when he was on FlyQuest and now online as Dokla is about to.
I don't think there's any like hard rule for it. Most recasts are just kind of like
he's gonna drop the equalizer early, clear out the wave,
random.
flashes away from the combo from Blabber. Beautifully
when the
done
cooldown
there
starts.
from Dokla to clear out the wave and guarantee that he stays safe. Meanwhile, back over in the mid lane, Lion going for a play of their own. The Tempered Fate will not hit Sven.
Jin has been so disconnected in this game. Goddamn.
And Lion are up 2,500.
Yep.
Normally he's like pretty easy to get in there. He just kind of hangs around somewhere, lands a W.
Has been their kryptonite and has been Blabber's kryptonite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't have
really
prio, so he's sitting back, and then there is a decent amount of threat on him with Bard, Neferi. Probably limits where he can walk.
Best of fives.
Yeah, I mean, he just dodged the Bard ult.
Best of five score 7-1. Even though Blabber's stats
getting shit chucked at him.
Doing well in the games, and I think
that's part of Varus's cringe. Like he kind of suppresses the other AD, just chucking bullshit at him, making him hide in the fog, so they don't eat arrows permanently.
Inspired is just the king of team fights when it comes
one of the most annoying ADs to play against, honestly.
So good. And we even saw it last game, right? The clutch smite secures, right?
Pokes you out and then also can just ult
barely.
you and potentially kill you.
Looked like he shouldn't be able to steal them away.
Yeah.
But now we've got the next Drake alive here in this game. As Lion tries to approach the pit, C9 have control for now.
And they're probably
drag. Oh, Tibbers missed.
AP or Inspired is like in that ass. He's really in that ass. Perhaps two in that ass. Wow, he played that like a bit of a psycho. That was insane. Thanatos? Okay, I mean.
That's fucking random.
Dude,
right?
what?
C9 just dies for fun.
Yo, guys, everyone's really squishy. I don't think we should be running into the other team and dying all the time.
And
It literally 2 deaths for nothing.
Inspired this time around with some focus
Like
on
every
Neferi.
single
Literally
person who
everyone
died there just kind of ran in and
there.
died.
But Inspired now has
Yeah.
the first team All-Pro mid laner and AD carry on his team.
Boom.
I mean, I
And
guess
Satan
C9 just thought they
and
could get
Berserker
more.
are pumping damage.
Yeah, exactly. Dokla and Sane on the
Like-
side got Thanatos very low, so it's
Nah.
goes back in for the
Nah,
lead.
Thanatos.
I don't know
nah.
what Thanatos saw.
Dead instantly, can't
And then
really do
Blabber.
anything.
How did Blabber get in,
They
bro?
claim back, they play it incredibly well.
He must have.
Thanatos was so loud that I
Tibbers
couldn't see
missed
Blabber
onto
slipping
Inspired
into the
because
back line.
He had call of the pack for after he got hit by
Yeah.
the ultimate from Blabber, so I guess it was just a straight up whiff, or maybe he like W Tibbers at the same time and accidentally used the stun on the W. I didn't quite catch that. 'cause the
LCS
replay started
series
just after
results.
that sequence had begun. If they had just been able
This
to
is some
put him
cherry
on
picking because this is
instantly,
not
that
including their
would be different.
games where they got
It looks
fucked
like
by
just
Brazil.
a little bit short there. Not quite in range.
But you guys can
This
see
is-
right now, C9's
Oh.
LCS
Or, I mean, I didn't watch any of their
series. They won a
EWC
lot
things,
of
but they didn't win
series.
it, so
Unfortunately
it's really
for
they
them,
lost them there as well.
the loss that was on that chart, that one was the one that really mattered.
So here's the
Wait, it
play I was
really is
talking about.
cherry
Yeah,
picking,
Tibbers just barely short there.
If we only
does
look at
go
their
in for it.
wins,
Had they been able to land that stun,
They
maybe
have
they
no
would've found out how to use
losses.
cataclysm and
Yeah,
some of these
what
other
the
tools
fuck,
that make
dude?
the rest of the team fight does look different.
oh no, I mean, like I like
Used a lot.
the players on C9, but just objectively, like watching their games, this is not. It's not the best they've looked for sure.
They probably got really
And it,
hyped up.
I don't feel like their
They're
performance
like, "We
matches
got
the record. Like
Inspired."
the record feels like
They
it's
just,
inflated.
had taken the dragon, so they run a little bit into the other threats. Again,
for sure.
I think they're a top team, but I don't think they're just like the best team.
Yep. There aren't tanks, but
way too many like extremely questionable mistakes they make.
From Lion just played it so well, and I feel like that has been the big strength from Dokla. You know, obviously there was a lot of talk when Castle joined Lion, and the expectation I think from most people in the community was that this was not a true 6-man thing, that Castle was just going to take the spot. But Dokla has been playing so well. And I think the biggest part of that is how he plays the map, how he team fights. Castle has the stronger laning phase, but Dokla just makes the right plays.
The funniest take that I heard about it is they signed Castle specifically because Dokla plays best under pressure. So if Dokla knows there's a guy right behind him, just
do you want to do the watch together thing?
Dokla's gonna
I'll knock on your door.
Also, it would be nice to have an in-house, 1v1 partner for some of these lane phase things that you're talking about. If you can get practice kind of into hiding there that other teams won't know about, maybe that can help as well, and they can combine their powers.
Knock, knock.
Sometimes it's kind of hard though, because other guys
knock.
kind of looking for your job.
Yeah.
I mean,
What the hell?
I'm knocking.
You might flash into the wall level 1.
Is this the
only if you can't
same thing that the Link does? If I click this?
Right,
I think so.
Though, they do have that Drake
I can get the link to
thanks
click it.
That last neutral
It's
objective
the same thing.
However, Lion still leading 2-1 in the grubs.
Oh, I clicked it and it says it only supports Chrome and Firefox.
Yeah, you gotta go on Chrome, unfortunately. I literally have to open Chrome every time, specifically for this. I don't understand that, dude. What's the point?
But it's so concentrated.
They're just fucking anti-edgers.
Because as we always talk
Makes
about,
no sense.
item completion,
I just want to edge, bro.
Components.
And I
You look at
can't.
Saint, you look at Inspired, they're both already on 2 items. They're both already working towards their third and have an expensive component working in that way. So Inspired and
Who
Saint
uses
are gonna be so
edge?
problematic that
Me.
if you're trying to
I
dive
use
on
edge.
Saint and you're ignoring Inspired, he might just shred your
I'm
back
edging
line.
my
If you try
shit.
to go for Inspired, well, we saw what can happen in the team fight that time.
I feel like people who use Chrome are the same people who still use Google instead of Bing.
A bit too with. You have the break points for an extra level. Could mean a lot,
Bing is
but here we
so
go for the
trash.
Yeah, Bing is pretty fucking bad. That was troll.
I swear it was like okay when I tried it one time, and then it just literally devolved into complete garbage.
Yeah, Bing is,
Let's see if Lion can make their approach this time around. Isles with a magical journey through the wall.
Does Microsoft have its own AI agent in the same way that like Google has Gemini? Surely they do, right?
Probably.
I feel like I never hear about it. I hear about like Gemini, Grok, ChatGPT, and Claude.
But nobody else is around.
Copilot?
Copilot.
Rescued by the McHales from
Is that on the same degree? I always thought of Copilot as like a fucking like mobile, like more like a Siri, but
he's going to arrive right on top of Dokla, who steps on the trap.
I don't know. I don't follow that shit, man.
I have no clue. I haven't checked anything out.
Set the battle lines. Blabber's already lost 1/3 HP to a little bit of poke here.
Okay, so C9 wants to pull this.
Dude,
is this not just so fucking off? Like, what is C9 even saying going into this fight?
Not much on the APA besides
Like,
the McHales used from Vulcan.
just fucking flip this shit. Where's the 4th shot, by the way? We're smite fighting without a 4th shot. Okay,
they win it.
And he just flashed into the pit onto a Fury. Dead.
They knock down the enemy mid laner as Dokla goes forward and looks to chase even further.
Let's run, boys.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out, I think. Uh-oh, Varus ult.
Now he's the one caught in the chains of corruption. Dokla grabs the kill. C9 heads for the hills, and Lion once
I swear, dude,
takes the fight.
I've always felt like for Varus, like the thing that makes this champion strong is his ultimate. But it feels like I never hear people talk about his ult when they talk about Varus being strong.
Really?
Yeah, it's usually just like his poke or like his on-hit stuff, but like as far as I feel like his ult's one of the best ults in the game. Full stop.
They know he's gonna die
It is, yeah.
after
Like
the fight, and the rest of
the
Cloud9
downside
knows,
is
okay,
its travel time's kind of slow, but it's like a route. What is it? 2-second route that spreads to other people afterwards, and does like
No, I mean, it's 100%
solid damage with the blight spreading stuff.
It
And
just
okay,
is
it's a skill set that goes
hard to
through
manage.
minions as well. By the way, it's like a non-blockable skill shot.
Yeah.
5K and 5.5K is
And
a
you can
lot
ult
of gold,
flash.
though. That's bigger than the difference in game
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah, and that is the really tough part is, you know, if you get the soul, it kind of just evens up the game.
We were saying yesterday, but like I feel like most of the time, AD carry ults are like kind of shit most of the time, right? Like
way down in
Ash ult's decent.
Dokla drops the
MF
equalizer
ult's,
right on top
I mean,
of him.
MF ult's good,
Cooking
but
with the
pretty
overheated flame
situational.
spitter. A little bit more
Oh my
damage.
god.
Barely even
Oh, he's
needed
just dead.
as the
Bro just got
TOT
fucking
gets
roasted.
it done. The Leandries
No.
gets a tempered fate.
Not the Bartle.
No
Damn, that
chance
aim by
to
Isles
mop
was
one up with a
insane.
curtain call, and that's Big Dokes living up to his
He knew
name here in the bot
exactly
lane.
where Jin
It
was for that.
surely is. Just runs APA down.
He ulted the sniper nest.
APA even used his proto build before the ult was used.
Blabber?
Now, Saint under attack from
Do you solo
Blabber.
kill him
You
here?
see the Aurora's coming, but fairly far away.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
dick
it
him.
kind of looks like it. Oh shit, my bad.
Tried
Okay.
to rescue him. He's already dropped the arcane storm, and
Uh-oh.
yet again, it's Dokla, the
No,
cavalry.
why is Dokla
Comes
just
Thanatos comes in to guarantee it's an even
going this
trade. He
Giga?
tries
I mean,
to bounce around
I like
back
seeing
and
Dokla
forth.
do
The
well.
only place he's going is the
I'm happy to
fountain.
see it.
Inspired's ready. Here
Oh
the
my
right pursuit.
god.
And
Maybe
yet
they
again,
literally
the
just recruited
dog
Castle
is
to
eating
make
good.
Dokla fucking
It's Lion running away
have to go
with
Giga.
game 2.
Blabber nearly had a solo kill there on the enemy mid laner, but
Yikes
Dokla
in all
TP
chat.
is in, gets another kill.
I played an
Even though
ARM with
someone-
Dokla the other day, and he got a literal
takes the
1v5 pin
Baron,
on
and it
Vlad.
feels
Like
Lion starting to run
actually
away
just
with
went
it.
in against 5
What
people
a
full
series
HP.
So far from Dokla.
Killed them
Game
all.
number 1, Azael,
It's
I
fucked
know
up.
you were
So he's
praising
legit
his
him.
Renekton
He
positioning
might be
so
him.
well
I hadn't
at
seen
the
some
end
shit
of
like that in a
game,
while.
Having so much of an impact of a champion that normally falls off, and now here in game number 2, making huge plays both as an individual and as a
Wait,
teammate to set his
is
squad up
Inspired?
there.
Absolutely.
Is
He's been incredible.
is he
Gets
trolling?
picked by Thanatos, gets attacked
Oh,
by
he's waiting for
Vlad, and
Victor.
still having a ton of
I thought he was
impact.
just
I think
misclicking
delayed
Baron like
that
50
Baron
times in a
take is what
row.
He was highlighting for Saint to grab it. Here is that initial
Dude,
play.
so you're telling
It looks
me
like it's gonna be a good
Dokla
one
can
for Blabber,
fucking
but it just takes
solo
so
kill
long to
bot
get him that
and
when you
then
look at the map,
TP
a
up to
teleport's
save
coming in,
Saint?
Berserker's moving up,
Well, I mean,
and
he
you
would
can
have
see
saved him from Jarvan, but
Inspired running over there. It just takes too long.
imagine if Thanatos wasn't here and Saint lives
And
because of
Dokla's
that.
able
That
to
would be such a
continue the
fucking
roasting, both in chat and
insane
in-game,
mental
in
warfare.
both side lanes.
Honestly, weird as
He's able
fuck.
to
Like,
chase down
they
the extra one.
overforce
Inspired.
this and they
this
get
is
3 to
too
1
much damage.
for a single Saint kill.
You can always tell when the
Yeah.
dog
Desperate
is
as shit.
unleashed
Yeah,
because
I
you just
mean-
press call of the pack to get more damage and more puppies before you ult versus needing to.
I would
anything.
genuinely hate to be
And he's
playing
got
Sienna's
his
comp
GA
in this
for a
game.
while
It
now.
feels
He's now
so
working
hard
towards
to
that
do
fourth
anything
item.
with this
He's
kind of comp.
nearly 3,000 gold
Unless
ahead
you're just
of
winning all your
Blabber.
lanes
Saint
and
is
you're playing from
3,000
ahead.
gold ahead of APA. And
When it comes to
3
actual
levels
fights,
here.
Okay, Blabber and APA trying to make a move in the enemy jungle.
Oh my
no,
god, he
Inspired
gets it.
just auto-attacked.
What?
Oh, and APA got knocked from the wrong side of the blast cone. Inspired should be knocked into Guardian
I
Angel
mean-
at least here.
Oh,
APA
and fucking
barely
Dokla's here
hanging on to
again!
life as Inspired will resurrect the Guardian Angel. APA going for the teleport to escape. Just says, all right, Blabber, good luck, dude. I'll see you
Is
back
he dead?
home. I hope you get home safe.
No flash.
He's not getting home safe.
The fuck is
Looking
this
kinda
rumble,
dead.
bro?
He's in some serious trouble right now. As Inspired
See, I can't
coming
play.
back
Dokla's
to
fucking
finish what
everywhere
C9
somehow.
started. Inspired took the blue, and now he'll
He's
take
literally
Blabber's
everywhere.
life. A killing spree. 6-1
Rumble's
and
not
2
looked
on the
that
tier.
good, but
And
this
that type of
game,
play, you gotta
he's
feel like the
cooking.
game is kinda over
And last
now,
game on
where
Renekton,
APA and Blabber are
Dokla
just,
might be him.
Going into enemy jungle.
Let's get a
to
blue.
Could
steal
just be
away
Dokla
blue, and
gap,
then
yeah.
Inspired literally 2v1s on. He gets his own Gromp.
And that's
still
against
gets
fucking
the blue
Thanatos.
also, smiting the Gromp and autoing down the blue.
Dokla wasn't even on
And
top
he
3
knew,
all
hey,
pros,
I've
by
got
the
a
way,
GA, and
for top
I'm willing
lane.
to use it, so I
What's
will
the point
Really?
of buying it if you don't?
Who are the other ones?
exactly. I'll chase it
Thanatos
down to
was
get another kill.
number 1 by a
And-
mile,
mentioned
then
the third
Morgan,
pick you got.
then
True.
The Jarvan camp.
somebody
You just
else.
see this big
Gakkos?
guy with a spear
was 3?
standing in the jungle. Gotta get rid of him.
The
Really?
APA camp teleported
Yeah.
away. That one's a little hard to track down.
We'll get that one later.
I feel like
That's one of the
Gakkos
new
would be a big
objectives they
question.
added in
And
2026,
even
the
Morgan.
teleporting jungle
Yeah, I don't know.
As, man, C9 is in
Dokla
such a
had
rough
some
right
rough
Dude, it's
games
so
in the
scary when
beginning
you're
of the
thinking
split, which I
about
guess
Thanatos
like
is really the only hope for
might have
C9,
influenced
and
it, but
Inspired is the same level.
Yeah, now Vulcan.
I feel like Dokla
Nice
and Morgan have
Meteos
had like
timing there,
opposite
guaranteed that he
trajectories.
gets
Like
himself out
Dokla's
of
been
the
leveling
closet,
up the whole
finding
split, and
in the
Morgan's been like
sidestep the tempered fate as APA finds the
flatlined
timbers here on
slash
the 2. This could be a good pick.
leveling
Isle
down.
tries to flash away, but no,
Oh.
One
Isle
kill?
has the dunk. Now Dokla flashes out
And
of the edge of the
perhaps
curtain call,
Dokla's
keeps
been
himself alive
cursed?
for now. Berserker firing back.
Oh.
Berserker
Nope.
goes the rampage.
Nope.
Dokla's still alive.
He's cooking.
Blabber has
Oh.
overextended, and Lion
Goodness.
punish you with a Hound Pursuit reset. Thanatos wants to escape. Tag.
Is this why Nefuri's the most banned champion in the game? And he dies to the bleed. He can just
Damn,
do
that
that?
did a lot of damage.
He will not be caught in the gravity field. Eviscerate from Inspired.
The fuck?
Chase through the terrain. As Lion may just end game number 2 right here. It's only APA and Sven to stop them.
Dude.
I mean, it's just been all about Inspired and Saint in this one. APA
C9's just going down 2-0.
Done, it feels like on this Annie,
They
and
gotta
Lion
fucking
on the
pull something
precipice
better out. I don't know.
on match point.
There was like not even a real team fight this game, bro.
In game number 2.
Nope.
It was just all skirmishes.
And Saint being so far ahead for so much of the game, and
yeah, I don't know.
Dog just coming up in those clutch moments. This team is ready to make their way to that finals matchup next week.
And I think it is an important discussion point because
C9 better fucking win next game.
Votes to qualify for basically
make this
like
shit a
the
series.
They gotta fix something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But
I did not like this draft.
Actually, on one of the all-pro
even more than that, I didn't
even
like
with the split roster
play.
for Lions,
I don't know what part of it's like
recognizing,
dog shit, like the
what
top
he brings
lane.
to the team, and a lot of
I mean, I don't really like any of it together. I feel like you just you need something that is like
that has so many stars. When the player that was not expected to be one of the biggest stars on the team is also
like, to me, it feels like you picked this comp if like you have good matchups for it, but they just didn't.
On the side lanes and in the team fights,
you're into Varus, you pick Annie into Victor.
All coming together here for Lions.
It's kind of pushed in. You have Jarvan.
They're the ones on the receiving end again.
And the pressure is going to start really mounting for C9 here. Of
I feel
course,
like no individual piece sounds horrible.
Chance here against Liquid if they lose this series, but APA in trouble now.
I don't know.
Here comes Big Dokes. APA drops the Timbers as Dokla.
I don't think it's just like certain champs or shit. I think it's just a combination of like. I don't think any of these champs are like S tier.
And so he kind of bogs on him right there, turns around.
Like is Karma Jin even a lane?
Jeez, Dokla, he's getting a lot out of enemy.
Was Caitlyn gone or something? Like, I feel like Caitlyn makes this way better.
Even though his stats, his gold lead is
they just don't have that much damage again.
The plays
on their bot side.
Yeah, I mean, he has been.
I mean, it's weird because there's literally no team fights too.
Did tank some of those ganks and
they have like very limited damage.
Very effective. And Lion just slowly grinding this one out. 11,000 gold lead here. C9, even if they get the soul, that's not going to even the game up. It would maybe give them some small glimmer of hope.
And it's just legit farming every wave. 32 minutes of farm.
Full send it after Saint, who flashes out of the Cataclysm. C9 was ready to try to follow that, but the Summoner spell is more than enough to get Lions mid lane out of danger. And now as soon as
he's dead.
arrives,
Nice
man,
try.
That Aurora is already out of the picture. As C9 now has to retreat. They're stuck in a 4v5. It's Lion.
Does his 6 deaths? I mean, they're just.
Yeah, that's a Lion Baron.
Mentally checked out at this point.
If it spawned with the Lion logo.
He's so fucking bored.
They asked for a remake. Lion said no. They said, all right, we'll play it out. No worries.
Exactly. So Lion here, they're wrapping it up, and we have had listen-ins on their comms previously where they just start talking.
This is literal solo queue gameplay when like you're getting some 3-1 FF failed shit going on.
I will. Again,
FF vote failed with 3 yeses.
What if there's a miracle steal for Blabber or something?
Running it down until the yes finally works.
And there's 4 people on the team who say they're all voting yes. There's one agent of chaos in there.
So definitely still that for Cloud9.
Hey, if you're in a really deep hole, you're happy about getting closer to the sun.
Brother, this is a mine shaft. I don't see a way that you get out of this position.
Canary is dead.
Yeah,
5K gold lead on from the blind pig Victor.
Like, I don't know how C9 gets out of this position.
That's pretty cozy.
That's rather chill.
They have themselves the Baron for the next 2 minutes and change.
I don't know, Victor could just be OP. Deathfire.
He's good for sure. I don't really know what his bad matchups are, especially in a pro situation.
Expected it to happen though.
True.
You guys are.
I feel like Ori
in
the past was
illegal in California. This is way too strong.
I mean, I feel like Azir traditionally, like you see Victor versus Azir a lot when Azir's good, and it's like Victor kind of gets an advantage in lane and then just gets fucking killed by every gank.
Yeah.
Let's see. So on Game of Legends,
wait,
let me look at only top leagues.
Send on some vision plays. Hope that you can catch somebody out. And unfortunately for him, he's
top
also
leagues he does really bad in the Cassio Ori Talia.
Play where you pincer from your base as well.
Not really bad.
Okay, but it has to be super recent info though.
Alert!
Or really old info.
Right into Electro Harpoon. Just no.
I feel like anything recent Victor.
He tried.
Like before Deathfire.
That's what I can do from here.
It's just been plagued by the fucking Roa bullshit. Zero damage.
It is unfortunate for Cloud9 that they have beat Lion in the regular season. They did
you seem strong to me.
And they also did it at the beginning of spring. But again, in the playoffs, last time in lock-in finals, and now here, Lion.
I should play some Victor mid. I don't know. Solo queue Victor mid is like fucking sketchy. I feel like if you blind pick Victor in solo queue, you're just asking to get up against some insanely cringe champion, like any assassin.
Go ahead and clear out the bottom lane next. As the top lane tier 3
I mean, he's a good laner. He's like be okay. Unless he gets snowballed on.
But you're shooting full HP target.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Just fucking one-trick Zed shows up when I close my eyes.
Now Blabber once again tries to engage with the Cataclysm.
Dude, laning against Zed OTPs is so
Always
fucking
like
despair.
As
I
the
hate that shit.
are melted away. C9 forced back onto the steps of the fountain.
Can't say I do that much. Wow. Nexus explodes.
Did they just not even fight? They just let their Nexus die?
Game 1 was a battle. Game
Kinda.
2 was a stomp.
Good
and now
lordy.
Cloud9 gonna have to regroup, rebuild,
Loud.
and reverse sweep or be sent.
Just like
to
the whole
lower
fucking game.
bracket.
0 team fights.
Emily, what's going on with your match of the week?
Yeah, it's unlucky. Raz is gonna win match of the week 2 weeks.
All right, C9 needs to turn it around.
Wait,
We got to see something better.
Didn't I win last week because you had Shopify?
Let's just forget about that.
But what do they do?
It's about today, and today your match of the week is not given.
I don't know. I mean,
Today, like a Lion's
so far their comps have been pretty low damage overall. Like I think they could try like a more rounded out team comp, but I don't think it's just comp either though. I think they're just like doing weird
Why are you
shit.
stressed? You're the one that picked Lion.
I mean, this is kind of the C9
I see.
that I was
You really
saying.
felt like you needed
Like,
C9
they're the
to
top
win.
seed,
Anyway,
but they don't
we
look
got some
good.
highlights of the game that we're going to
For sure.
right now. First one up, about
The
9
level of
minutes,
an A is just
40
low.
seconds in. Game was even before this fight happened.
Like that shit right there
Blabber.
on the screen.
A little deep.
Just use your flash, like comboing in for
I
what?
do feel like he has
Same
a bit of
Vulcan
momentum.
sticking around, like they just.
It's like
Specifically playing worse
they're just
against
baiting the shit out of each other, right? It's like
just getting chased down.
both of
Yeah.
Blabber's first deaths. That one, it's like okay, he gets Bard's flash, but
He needs a bigger one.
Neferi's there. It's like okay, unlucky. You just have to flash out. It's whatever.
You just get out. That's
But then
it.
like it's also Vulcan is like kind of baited by what Blabber's doing, and but then they don't have mid prio for it, and people usually know it's like if you're trying to make a fight at the Raptors and your mid laner's completely pushed in and they're just going to move first, like if either has to be a fast player or one-shotting somebody, it's going to be terrible, right?
It's fine.
Yeah.
And Jarvan Karma cannot one-shot anybody. They do not
like
do damage
this one,
for it.
too.
Let's back this up. Back this up.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Back this up to before they engage. Right? Pause it here. It's
Back
fine.
off, bros.
You
Like
killed
what?
the jungler. You've gotten the Drake. Your top
Yeah,
laner's
it's
30%
weird.
health.
What
Blabber
the
60%
fuck are they
Roll
doing,
again.
man?
Watch Blabber.
They're just-
We're watching Tennis.
this
Watch
is just
Blabber too.
desperation.
Roll
It's
this
like you
through.
don't think you're better than them,
Just
so
roll
instead of
quick,
just
because
accepting a
after
small
Thanatos dies,
win,
yeah,
you're
his
like,
team is just
oh
not
fuck, like
there.
we have a
Yeah.
chance, like let's go for the fucking
You
like
can
Hail
kind of
Mary.
tell that, like,
We need to
it
get
seems
everything
like,
here.
Okay, Blabber and Thanatos
Like-
both want to go in together, but then
Holy
yeah,
fuck.
Equalizer separates them.
I wouldn't even
This
say
is
that they're
just,
like
this is just
tilted
getting cooked.
players or anything,
Walks him down.
but like they're playing like they're tilted,
smiles.
even though
Honestly,
nothing's
Brooklyn
happened.
soaked up so much
Yeah.
pressure before,
I mean, it's literally just desperate.
before that
We see this
Drake
shit-
fight we saw earlier.
It's not like this is exclusive to C9, but
kind of had to fend off
happens in
another guy.
international play a lot.
That's the
Happens
thing.
in
The
like
first dive
just
that we showcase, like,
usually when one team's
they
way
got
better than the
two
other,
people
the
off of
the
just
worst
him
team will
dying
just
in the top
on a
side,
high
and he
stakes match
spent-
just start
soaked
doing
a lot
weird
of time
shit.
up.
Yeah.
And then Herald play from
I don't know. C9 just seems to
Lion,
think they're the
and
worst
C9
team or
tried
something.
to dive bot lane, but he had Rumble ulti and everything. There's
Looking
just
desperate.
so much that C9 is trying and absolutely failing in.
Where I feel like Doku's the exact opposite.
Yeah,
He's
it
playing with
is
like a
actually
shit ton of
true.
confidence,
It
even when it's not going
is.
well for him. It's just like
Look at that equalizer.
You know,
it's like every play he's gone for has been
Yeah.
perfect,
I
but
voted inspired player of
a
the
lot of the
game.
good plays he's going for
All
are
the
just like
highlights are Dokla.
confidence
Yeah.
based.
If we're still allowed to, can we?
I also want to swap.
Can I
my
change my
player
vote?
of the
I
game.
apologize.
Oh.
Griffin loving it.
Same with
Yeah.
Gryra.
They
Same
say
with
it's too
Gryra.
late.
Hanging out.
They say it's too late. Inspired is the player of the
Hey!
game.
Inspired is
He
player of the
did do
game.
really well.
He did good.
Same.
I got my
The
a
fan
headhunter.
vote, Dokla can still win the
Huey.
fan vote, Raz.
Ooh.
S-
Dude, I tried doing that. I got a chance orb. I used it on a white heavy belt that was like glowing in my loot filter, and then it just
Yeah,
fucking
it's
disappeared
amazing.
instead of giving me a headhunter.
Thank you, fans.
thank
you.
What?
Chill.
Inspired
No,
Dokla,
your game
co-players
bugged.
of the game.
The fuck?
Well done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well done.
Very good.
Well done.
I guess I
Like, it didn't even turn into a piece of shit. It just genuinely
narratively,
disappeared.
I see the 9 kills. I
Yeah.
see inspired.
Yeah, I'm saving it for a
and I
Mage Blood.
see that he's gonna
I bought
do
this
it
at
again.
350
Raz is
divines,
gonna
the
do it again.
headhunter.
I'm not looking.
Look at
last
the
night.
bottom right,
Fuck.
right
How much
by
gold
your
do you
head.
have?
But also
5 and
just
0 in
look-
series.
yeah.
That was all I had.
When international
a lot.
qualification is on the line.
Where are you going,
Look
Emily?
at
It's
all these
440
C9
for the Mage Blood.
He might add a
What's
fifth
it do?
C9 logo of his 6 international qualifications.
Do you know what it did in the first game or
That's
no?
kind of unfortunate.
Something with your
Now, I will
flasks?
say,
Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah,
is 0-6.
it like gave you permanent flasks.
Could go to 0-7, and
So
then
you
could
kind of know
also
what the
go to
flask
0-8,
did in PoE
'cause they're gonna
1
play
as well.
next week
Yeah.
if they lose against Team Liquid.
So it
Say
gives
so,
you
man.
the flash from PoE1. They're called legacy buffs. It's like legacy of Quicksilver. So like Quicksilver is the move speed one. So you get 30 move speed permanently. So like it's every flask in the game, and it rolls 4 of them on the belt.
In the LEC.
So you can like divine it to give you
And then they
different
won the whole
flasks,
split.
and then
So it could happen, but
if you get a
Ohio
repeat
always
of
has,
one,
so-
it'll like
Yeah,
enhance
and
all of
seems like
them
Lion is
by a
always winning this
percent
split.
that's
I just think it's so
pointed at
crazy
on the belt.
seeing
It's
it
like I think it's like 30 to 50 or something.
Yeah.
I just can't believe how
So
good
is there
Blabber
like
looks outside
a
of
best Mage
qualification
Blood
matches against Inspire.
combo?
Yeah.
I assume.
Anyway,
What are the best
he's
flasks?
gonna
I don't know what
win
it
in a row
is,
to qualify
but
for MSI, or he's going to
yeah, I assume
down to
there's
lower bracket
some
final Inspired,
really
and
good
Lion
shit.
need to win one more for a spot in the grand finals and MSI. Don't miss any LCS.
I don't know what it is.
When you get your favorite foods delivered on Uber Eats for less gold. Game 3 and potential international qualification for Lion.
I wanted like gold, which is rarity, the Quicksilver, fucking I don't know, like diamond maybe, which is crit. I don't know what
Chance or damage?
chance.
The build I was playing, Oracle, have you seen it? How it has like the inevitable crit thing? It's like you always crit, but it just does less and less damage or something.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
To move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you.
I don't know. I think one thing that kind of like was underwhelming with the build I was playing is like, have you seen how the Plant Oracle thing plays?
Which part of it? Like
the whole thing is like you play Oracle to get like the guaranteed crits, and then like you make the plants, and then you have Thunderstorm, which like waters them and they get stronger.
Oh yeah.
And so for most of the campaign, you're like casting plants and you're casting Thunderstorm on them, but then eventually you get this synergy where it's like you run cast on crit Thunderstorm. And so I assumed once I had that, which like it took me to like the very end of the game, the campaign to actually get it.
Yeah.
And I was assuming it would just make it so like every time I made a plant, it would just, because they're guaranteed crit, it's just going to be like Thunderstorming and perma. But it doesn't actually work that way. It's like charge system based, and it actually like took a long time to actually charge up for a Thunderstorm.
Yeah.
So, and then you also have like crazy mana problems. At least I do. There's probably some way to fix it, but I don't know what it is.
I played a little bit with cast on crit as well. I think I was literally doing that druid shit too. Not that exact thing, but I was using the rainstorm to like generate the firestorm skill with cast on crit. And yeah, I experienced that like taking forever shit too.
Yeah, I found that pretty underwhelming with the build, but
I got J4.
If Jin ults, I will. Take it slow right side. Take it slow right side.
Coming.
wasn't PoE cast on crit like just you instant cast it
Aurora has flash.
when you crit?
I honestly haven't played it. Cast on crit in PvE1. I think it is though.
Go Baron.
No, Karma as well.
Okay. Nice.
We can still help
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
maybe.
never kills.
I'm going.
I TP.
Java no ult.
Aura here.
It looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no,
Keep going. Aurora no flash. The other two.
I might go back to it at some point. I was having a pretty decent time with PoE too, but
Yeah, the end game is like super directed and
I like that.
interesting now. Yeah.
And I just feel like every time I play PoE, I get to like the same point where it's just like it feels like the gearing system is just like too much of a headache for me, and I just don't feel like dealing with it.
I think like a couple months ago we talked about it. I was like, yeah, you need a coach.
But like,
and coach just being literally a friend that you're playing with that you can ask questions, not a literal coach.
Going fucking, what is it, Metafy or whatever the coaching thing is? Looking for PoE 2 coach.
Yeah. Looking for PoE coach to chill in Discord with me and answer my questions.
Looking for someone to answer my 1 million questions about the game.
I mean, dude, like, it's so much more chill.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that when there's someone like helping me out like that, but at the same time, It's just like a lot of the time when I'm playing ARPG, I want to kind of just be like brain off, like watching Netflix or some shit, and just like killing monsters and getting stronger kind of deal.
There's like one time. Like on Dignitas, like there were like a lot of there were a lot of hard moments. Like,
and
I don't know if there's like one time.
When I have no idea what the fuck's going on, it doesn't really work.
Just like the feeling, yeah. What about you? Same?
You must become human yourself.
To be honest, I mean, DNF was like most like hard time, I guess. But I mean, even when I was like in C9 and we were keep winning, it's like.
I feel like I recognize that
between,
neighborhood they were walking around.
Or, like just practice, it's like always like something happened, you know, something disaster happened.
Almost like you've lived there before.
In the Lion House, I don't think so.
What made you want to join Pepper?
I saw a scene out on the screen when you said that or something. There's some white jerseys, I don't know.
But not something before that? Huh? Maple Story, your first game? How does that make sense?
I don't know. It was like 6 years old.
Corner my eyeball.
6 years old, you played Maple Story. Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Riot Games Arena here in the spring split playoffs of the LCS. It's upper bracket finals day. Both of these teams are already guaranteed to participate in competition at Arizona next weekend.
What league mechanics were you getting PoE to get so many divines?
Only one can guarantee themselves an international spot at MSI today and a spot in the finals 1 week from now. And Lion is one game away from it.
Lion is one game away from it, and C9 are still 3 games away from it, so they're going to have to reverse sweep if they want to get it done here today.
It was pretty decent.
They will have a chance against.
I feel like a lot of the money came just from the fucking whittlings.
In these big important matches,
I don't know if you know what that is. It's just one of the omens.
Horrible since 2023, and I feel like the pressure is just going to build and build. If you lose a series like this 3-0,
it's just like a almost 2 divine.
Have that in the back of your mind.
Worth.
Certainly is.
Omen.
So you just got to focus one.
It's like your next Chaos Orb removes the lowest level mod. That's what it does.
Banning out the Caitlyn from Berserker, aren't going to be able to have that pushing bottom lane, as we have really honed in on these bottom lane matchups now. You know, the bottom lane matchups have enabled jungle a lot. Inspired has played off there, pushing bottom lanes multiple times.
I was trying to do some temple shit, but
and to make plays, and so
have you seen the
that has
like?
Really been a facilitator for,
did you see the OP strat from Temple League?
And we were kind of just talking about it.
Nope.
I mean, Game 2 obviously was a stomp. Game
Basically,
1
they
was very, very close, but
made their
Game 2,
temple a snake, like
compositionally,
big
once
long
you're
ass
behind the
fucking
jungle,
room that would
very, very hard to come back.
go around the
Because
whole
your
thing.
defenses don't have enough damage behind
Then they
them.
nerfed
You're
the
never
shit out of
really
it,
gonna win. So
but then it was
I feel like
possible
Inspired
on
is
this
getting
league
the better
start.
of Blabber, and Blabber really needs to
They
be
like tried to
locking
remove
in
it
this
but
next game.
failed,
Even in Game
and then they
1, had that
hot
ring
fixed
kick
it back
where he
in.
got killed. Game 2,
so that
he
you
had the
can't
flash
do it
back on the
anymore.
guard and Flash
But
went back in
I
when
feel like
he
it's
still
still
had Flash
possible
got
somewhere.
killed.
I
That
just
gave a lead to
haven't seen the
Inspired. You just
content
don't
around it
think
yet,
you can afford
so I'm
to
kind of
give
waiting.
Inspired an early lead.
Because
and
it
not
took a while
expect
for
this
people to
man
figure that out when
I
the
mean,
league
it's
was
what
out,
you brought up
how to
that
do
we
it
saw
correctly.
Earlier when we had the graphic in the middle of the game.
I see.
Despite the fact
I only
that
did like
in
that
their
one
head-to-head,
like
these two
intro
junglers have
tutorial-esque
stats.
temple thing, and mine just like
Inspired is
fully
7-1
bugged. Like
against
I just went
Blabber
into a room where all the
against
mobs were like
because he has
completely
those
immune,
clutch
and like I
moments,
couldn't
whereas
interact with them.
Blabber has these stumbling points, and
And they
yeah,
were
there were some bugs.
trapped me in the corner, and I had to like port out, and then I went back in, tried it again, same thing happened. And I was like, I guess I just can't progress. And I left it and like wouldn't let me start another one, so I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not doing this mechanic.
That means this 100%
Yeah, there was a couple like companions in there, like literally did 0 damage as well.
Is available and locked in for
Cassio is also up though, which is another super
I've never seen Oriana's
high
hand.
mid lane, because
Her hand looks
5
crazy.
bans have been spent on the bottom lane.
Did you see that picture in the
bottom lane
background?
war zone there, so you know, we very
Her
well
hand looked like a fucking
could
skeleton.
have the APA
It's a robot
bringing back
skeleton
the
hand.
Cassiopeia into the Oriana matchup.
I'll pull back.
Because as you're saying, Flowers, these are 2 of the prime time
Oh,
mid laners.
yeah, that thing's fucking
if
huge,
all these
Jesus.
focus on bans that are in the bottom lane, that's exactly what we're gonna get.
I feel like I've seen that
That is
before, but I don't know.
crazy,
Maybe it was
bro.
emphasized on that
Big G in the house.
picture in the back.
with the wild
Let's
sign
hear some
there.
big barks.
Yeah, we better hear it if it gets locked
If
in.
they pick
There's a
Nasus,
big
he
ass
better be
claw,
the
big
better be.
meaty
At the end of
claw.
the day, at the end of the game, even if
I'll
we're
give
done
him my
after this one,
microphone.
yeah, there you go. Just
Yeah.
pass him the headset.
He's been a good boy too. He listened to his doctor.
Whoa. You can't just be throwing that out like that, brother.
All right.
All right. Well, Cassio is, of course, going to be locked in. Ezreal's going to come out this time around. I just want to say for Cassio, that's not something that people associate as much with
Ezreal for C9. Is it GG?
Cassio Ezreal.
Still his third most played all time behind the Ziggs.
I saw this have some damage problems yesterday.
It's highest win rate of all of the champions within.
Can we just get
we toss this
Can we get Dentros on Ambessa or some shit?
But very adept on the champ.
Okay, and we will see C9 lock in that Ezreal. I was talking to Kobe a little bit about it, like between the games. I was pretty surprised to see them go with the Jhin last game versus pairing the Ezreal with the Karma, which seems like a much more common pairing.
Did we throw the game?
Sven will be piloting that more safe AD carry. Over on the other side, Berserker's going to go ahead
more
and
safe
lock
AD
in
carry?
Misfortune
Safer than
here,
Jhin?
nice and early.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the bans, right? There's Alistar ban, Seraphine ban, Lulu ban, Nico ban. 4 of the major supports are already gone, so we're looking at engaged supports.
Lock it
which,
in.
Is something that
MF
is
Rel.
very good at. And
Yo, he was talking about Heimer on pros.
Priority because that is one of
Lock that shit in.
Picks for it.
And with Misfortune, you have to have setup champions.
Who was talking about APA?
Without that,
yeah, there's like pros with APA core and somebody else, and I couldn't really follow what they were saying about Heimerdinger, but there was like some interaction with Heimerdinger that was it sounded bugged.
So you can send that to us.
We don't have to worry about that.
We're talking about people like playing in solo queue and scrims and
I'm just
stuff.
worried about it.
No, Misfortune has a lot of setup. That's the important thing.
I didn't totally follow it.
So does the Shockwave. This is one of those wombo combos, right? Flash, Magnet Storm, Shockwave, Bullet Time, everything going in there. Jack hoping his team can turn it around. I think everyone here wanted to see a few
Ezreal
more
Rakan, that is some ass spot lane.
They need to pull out their old meme.
Did they really just pick that?
Of congratulating Lion on their
It appears that they did.
No way Cloud9 comes back from a 0-2.
Why not like
right?
Xayah Rakan if you're going to go for that?
See if you can get the reverse.
Well, they already had Ezreal.
Yo, dude, didn't we see this fucking yesterday?
Yep.
Love it.
Some bullshit scaling.
We did see this yesterday.
That can get back to a Misfortune and
it's over.
Interrupt the Misfortune.
It's fucking lost.
So we'll see if that is going to be
it's not looking good for C9, but
of the Trundle does make me think
I would like to see more games.
Thanatos might be back on tank duty. If you're banning out the Trundle ahead of time, you want a front line. You don't want those stats to get stolen. And you're also
Trundle,
thinking, hey,
Pantheon.
Xin Zhao is going to be prowl for jungle because
I wonder why Pantheon priority drops so much.
It does make me wonder,
must have a bad matchup or something.
If they're going to say, no, I don't actually want you to have that.
He was really high prio for a while, and he looks good in a lot of games, but...
And the meta has been AD junglers for a long time. When I think of Trundle, I also think of Mundo. Mundo jungle can be quite strong.
I feel like if you're banning those, you want Sedge, but I don't think you want Sedge with this shit.
Olaf ban is kind of interesting here, too.
That's literally the bans you do if you're picking Sedge, by the way.
I've been wondering who else is going to bring it out. And I had been kind of expecting that Blabber might do it, because Blabber, you remember back in the day, Olaf was his
Maybe Skarn? I don't know. Dude, like, C9 needs damage.
Alongside the Maokai that you just immediately
just pick some fucking, like, high damage, high CC, tanky motherfuckers. It's like, just...
Okay.
Wow, it sounds so easy.
Dude, it sounds troll, but, like, they're just not doing that. They're picking, like, the opposite of
But
that.
now the one dog is already gone.
Like, you don't need all of your champions to do that, but, like, there are a lot of champs that do a lot of those things.
Completely. Okay.
They seem to be avoiding them.
How about Xin? Does that fit your agenda?
You guys, that is not I did not say that.
I think Xin Zhao's fine.
Okay. We've got
I don't know what I think about this champion, honestly.
We got Yorick banned away now.
Like, he's high prio, and in games where he's doing well, he's doing really well, but my issue with him is his clear speed, especially his first clear, is really fucking bad. And he kind of relies on being ahead. He's good at fighting, but I don't think his ganks are actually that good.
Yeah, for Dokla, it's probably, it's...
Like, if you can somehow just like walk up behind somebody and get on them, then like, yeah, you'll probably kill them, but...
What if they flex it top?
His actual range of engaging on people is not great. Yo, flex the Cassio top, Xin Zhao mid into Ori. That actually might be good.
Yep, that's the cook.
I'm pretty sure Xin Zhao mid would fuck Orianna.
He actually did play the Malphite into it. It's a matchup.
Berserker still using C9 mousepad is hilarious.
There are some low mobility carries.
Oh, this is so good.
This could be flex.
It's actually so good too. I mean, it could
is that his lucky mousepad or what? How has he not changed it?
I don't know. I feel like of all the things to change about your...
They aren't going to actually lock it in. but it definitely still is something you need to.
How fucking ahead are you?
Malphite
What?
goes so
You
hard
got
here.
it.
Yeah, okay.
You got it.
To me, I just feel like if you're not picking Malphite here, you are trolling.
They locked
this
it
pick
insta.
is really good in the 1v1 against Jace. You can go Comet, since the Comet buff is actually quite strong.
I did go back
and
and
the
then
other carries
go
are
back
MF
live.
and Orianna. No mobility built in, is just the flash that they have to rely on. So I feel like this is actually a great comp.
Pretty
here.
good Malphite
You're looking
angle.
at Malphite plus Zhao plus Rakan flying in. You have
Actually insane
carries that have a
Malphite
lot
angle.
of agency here in the Cassio and the Ezreal. So I really like what they have built up.
Fucking
100%
3 immobile squishies.
Yeah,
Wait, are they sending Jace
really
jungle?
With a lot of flanking possibilities there. Ezreal as well as a lot of
they
mobility.
are.
So,
Holy
does
hell.
look pretty good for the Cloud9 hopeful. I feel like.
How does Sedge do into Malphite?
Top, though. By the way,
Probably better than Jace does into
Because
Malphite.
of this Malphite lock-in, they're going to go with Dokla.
I mean,
AP, Sejuani
you
top.
could go
It is
fucking the
something
like
Solo Queue has
grasp,
been quite
ignite,
effective.
TP,
And
Sedge.
so they do the flex. That has
I think you
been,
could build a
dangled
Dusk and
out
Dawn. I
there
don't know
in
if you
front of us.
should.
Now we're actually going to get it.
I think
Fred's
Sedge
gonna
top
bring
usually
back
builds it
that
though,
jungle Jace.
doesn't she?
I'm really interested to see what build he goes for in top, because I know there was
I don't
also.
know.
I mean, you don't even have to.
Sejuani
You just
doing
go like
all
fucking MR,
support
so
items.
Malphite doesn't
going
really kill you.
Vandal Pipes Rush for stacking his passive faster, and then just going pure tank support items. But of course, you know, AP could be pretty effective.
Jace jungle
Malphite,
though,
and
that
being able to
is.
actually flex that Jace to jungle, where it had been popular for a while.
That seems
earlier
really
this
risky
year,
to play.
Yeah.
And dodging that matchup.
And so we did actually
You have to be like pretty good at Jace to make it work.
Because
when I was looking at junglers with low base armor, Jace has 22 base armor.
And he did have the
Which is extremely low, but he does get a bunch when he goes melee for him, which is why.
For his Sejuani top, and that is the only Sejuani top this year.
And it is Grasp with TP, so he's not.
Dorn's Ring Sedge.
I am kind of thinking it might be
versus
tank,
Dorn's
whether it's going
Helm.
to be standard tank, or whether it's going to be support items like Vandal Pipes and that style.
Yeah,
remains
no
to be
ignite.
seen, but I do think this is a pretty cool flex.
Probably for the
honest,
best,
though,
honestly. I don't think
if I'm
ignite
playing
Sedge.
Malphite, it's not like I'm really that worried about.
I feel like all it does is just open yourself up to randomly
You're
dying
not
more than it like
blasting the Jace anyway. You're kind of just
makes you really
answering it,
threatening.
whittling him down, and then you can threaten it all in. And you're going to be able to farm.
I mean,
just
maybe
fine,
if
I
you're
feel
like a Sedge
against
top
Sejuani,
one trick, you could probably get a pretty good
and,
advantage on
should be
Malphite,
still happy to play
but
this compositionally into everything that Lion has.
Yeah, just maybe.
I think
would
you
be a
Didos
bit
and
happier
Chao
if
Ganker
you
2
had
or
to
5.
for your lane.
But it's not like a
These
flash
trades
hero rise or something
don't look
crazy
so
thing
good.
Got, whipped out, and now you're going to get smoked by it.
I think she needs a little bit more than level 1.
Something like Vladimir to be the jungler.
Fuck
but
you.
That's neither here nor there. Right now, we've got Raz standing by for an interview with Lion Coach.
Malphite's legit slapping
I
ass.
love that we get to have a chance to chat with you after this draft. To get the Malphite.
Where were you when
guys respond
Thanatos'
by
most
swapping to
threatening
Sejuani
pick
top.
was
Can
a
you talk
rock?
me through this, the thought process and
Right here.
for Sejuani?
I mean, obviously at the beginning we didn't like plan it, but like
Kind of an old school Malphite skin, to be honest. Not a bad one. It's pretty sweet when it came out, but he has a lot of good skins.
Bangers.
But we do have the champion row and Sejuani at the end with the team fight. I think our comp makes sense, so we end up going.
Game time check?
Yeah, I love it. And just talk to me about
19,
you guys are on match
20,
point. Any messages that
21.
you told
You're
the
literally
team
like 7
because
seconds
it seems
ahead.
like you guys
I'll just
always have
I'll pause.
Nines,
Okay, I'm at
name when it comes to
19,
important
20,
playoff matches.
1,
I mean, I think
2,
game 1 we were in a pretty
3,
good spot, but we
4,
were pretty rushed on our
5,
decision making, so we just
6,
make sure the
7,
team we just
8,
don't rush, just
9,
play patient. And then game 2 we
Got
didn't
it.
play patient. I think it was more of like C9.
Excellent.
Making a lot of like desperate plays, and we just like pretty much had an easy game. So same.
Legit, they're making desperate plays. Even he knows. Even Rainover knows.
Yep.
And over anything from C9's composition that you're
Yeah,
worried
sure.
about and something that you kind of want to look out for. if you
But they've
guys
been
do
doing that
manage to
all
get this
season.
victory?
I mean, it's just like their
So
call.
it ain't
They do
nothing
have
new.
Passive for early game. He has pretty good matchup into Orianna, at least only early game. So early game, like even Xin Zhao is pretty strong early game. So as long as the early game is fine, we should be good.
All right, sweet. Thank you. Appreciate it. And we're going to send it
Ooh!
back to the casters.
Look at the trade.
Yeah, I mean,
Look at the
Thanatos
moves.
actually doing a really good
Yeah, I
job
mean,
in the lane early. He got
I think when
like
Sedge
almost
is
an
3,
entire
she's quite a bit
lead,
stronger than when she's 1.
Advantage on CS on Dokla as he pushed it and then got the bounce
Fuck
back.
you.
And
Sedge
he only
level
backed
1
off
is
because he knew
so
Inspired
bad.
was pathing up
Hey, what about
towards
this
him.
ring?
He knows
Like,
enemy
is this
jungle pressure's
real?
gonna be
You get
decent,
18 AP from it.
his jungler
That's it. He has
is
no
passing the
adaptive.
opposite way, so Thanatos plays the matchup
Or-
really well. And it is going to end up
Her mana
with
costs are
CS
pretty high. I mean,
plus avoiding the
seems
possible enemy jungler
reasonable.
intervention. So
I don't know if you
early
necessarily
stuff
need it.
from the
Oh,
Malphite
he's got a
team with the
tier as
little
well.
swap.
Meanwhile, over in mid lane,
I
checking
feel
in on this
like
Orianna versus Cassio
I would
trade.
probably
Sure,
rather
they
have a
both
Doran's
find
helm
themselves
in like
banned away. Everything is
almost
pretty
all
par for the course.
cases.
Rainover did say the synergy between the
Looking
Orianna
at
and
the
Jace
stats and
isn't
Sedge
that
top,
great, so
Ring
that
is the most
something that they
common.
considered one of the trade-offs for having
About
to make that last second
1
swap.
to
The nice
2%
part
lower
is,
win
though,
rate than
you
either
do still
helmet
have
or
an
shield.
AD jungler alongside 2 solo laners. Although Sejuani is a tank mostly, she still does magic damage with her abilities, so I feel like you can still have some decent combo potential there, at least in terms of your opponents not being able
I feel like
to
Helm is really good against shit like Malphite that does mixed damage, because you're like actually getting value out of both parts.
Meteos down a little bit here, but
He's getting his
honestly,
fucking
Meteos
ass
is
whooped.
undeterred.
He's getting his ass whooped
fucking-
up.
Finding this
He missed his Q.
He
You saw
could
that
actually
shit?
just get
champion
dove.
swap at all.
Yeah, it looked like Doka.
Oh,
moved
no, he
forward
actually
there,
fucking
but it
cleaved him with the
missed,
W.
So it allowed Thanatos to chase down and actually, you know, get
Recall?
a really good trade. Because when you use that Q aggressively, normally you're trying to hit them, do a little bump, put some damage down, and then immediately back it off. But it is difficult.
Do you stick the
to
recall
have
or do
that
you fake the
extended
recall?
trade
He sticks
here
it.
into the
Stick
Malphite
it.
and is able to punish him. And this is once
Stop
again
showing this shit, man.
2026 series
Fuck
result
you!
for Cloud9.
Is there like a
Only
certain
wins except
timing
the
of like
one
how
time
long
they
the
played
minions
against
have been
Lion
there
in the best
together
of
for like
5.
when you stick it
and
versus when you
critically,
cancel
as you
it?
can see right here, thank you very much, Kobe, for the circles. They've
Like, how
beaten
long they've been
Lion 2 out of
smacking
3
the
times.
wave.
Like yeah, like when the wave
Just
meets,
the
is there like
one time that they
a
lost was the one
specific
time they could've
number where
punched
it's
their ticket
like
to
becomes
international
better to like
competition a
like
couple
if I
months
can
back in
recall by
first
like
stand?
this point in the
It
game, like
really hurts to see
I'll be able to
all
like get
of
back
these
before
wins
like I
over
lose a
and
full
over
wave
and
kind of
over
deal,
again,
or
and the one
Oh.
loss being that one
Like
that's
timer.
really just such
Yeah.
a backbreaker.
Well, so far the game's starting out really well for them.
I mean,
They're
like, I
doing
think
well
it's
on the
a
top side.
piece of the
Dragon,
puzzle, but
priority secured for them, so they can start
like the
stacking
super
here.
early recalls are worse. I
Super
mean, especially when you don't have
early
boots.
being picked
Yeah.
up by Blabber.
Because that's one thing I noticed, like when I've watched like challenger top laners and stuff play, I feel like they usually have a really good idea of like when they can actually get away with recalls and their opponents, etc. Like, you know, by before the recall finishes, they're like, yeah, like I'm not going to lose any of this kind of deal. Or like I'll lose like one minion here. And I feel like when I'm playing, I have no fucking idea.
I mean, it's just understanding how many minions are going to be able to push a wave versus like
and like
when it's pushing shit.
And knowing like how fast your opponent pushes and whatnot.
Yeah, and meanwhile,
Yeah.
look at all the vision.
I mean, like if you're against
They've
Sylvain,
got
like
this
she's
thing
not
lit
pushing
up
quick.
down here for the dragon stacking for the bottom side, and it also allows, you know, possible roaming ganks. When we do get finally these engaged supports matchups
Early
on
lane
bottom
phase is
side,
a
if you
mystery.
can win bottom side and just get the
Sometimes you
push
just have
for
to
your
take a
team,
recall, too.
Then it unlocks Vulcan or Isles to go for mid
You're just like,
lane
yep,
ganks,
don't really care.
especially Cassio and Orianna. Yeah, they're super highly prized picks right now. Great mages for mid lane. But they're also influenced very heavily by ganks because they don't have a lot of mobility themselves. So,
Okay,
Ooh.
crash down comes in from
Ooh.
Isles. Wants to dive
Looks
onto
so
this
bad for
C9
C9.
duo as Ven
Holy
takes
fuck.
a lot of
It
damage
does in
here.
fact look
Berserker
quite
trying to get
bad.
the kill off.
Uh-oh.
Barrier from the C9 and
Oh.
AD carry as the double up's not
Good
gonna
by
find
Vulcan
the
to
angle
move
as
to the
Ven
side
stays
there.
alive.
Yeah, not great.
Welcome to
there.
How
bounce.
is that
C9
so
as
one-sided?
Isles was just kind of winning that support battle. He was sidestepping the Gleaming Quill and then being
Well,
able
you see,
to
Berserker's
land a
Korean,
double-shattering
so-
strike and just kind of winning out in this little
Oh,
duel they were having
Korean.
in the brushes. Set up for Berserker to get
His
that
hands are
advantage.
just
And
connected
as we
more to
all
his
know,
brain,
with
or
MF versus any sort of
Is this
focus
D
champ,
Blade versus
your
D
only real
Bow diff?
opportunity to get a lead on MF is early because once she has BT,
Yeah.
she doesn't really care about anything that you are
she does
doing.
have a vamp.
Okay, top side though, already
Pretty
Grateful
significant
Prison committed
sin.
from Dokla.
Oh!
And Inspired is here.
Oh, that's awkward.
Dokla overplaying his hand there, not recognizing his
So whether
limits.
he was on Jace or
Thanatos
Sejuani,
hits
he was going to
first,
get
even
solo
though it's a
killed.
1-for-1.
Yeah, Dokla wanted to start it really early, as we saw Inspired.
Dude,
running
I
down the
feel
lane,
like the
trying
ring
to
is
get
fucking
there.
him hard here, actually.
But Thanatos, like, just takes
Yeah,
the,
I think he
takes
really
the
would've
ult,
lived,
is like, fine,
obviously, but-
Man, I
I'm
just think
gonna have
every
five
single
damage to
trade would
burst
look
as
so
well
much better if he had a
afterward.
helm.
Neither of them use their flashes.
Like,
It
actually
does
way
mean
better.
Inspired gets to push
But this is
on
one of
the
those
tower as
things
well
where it's
for
like,
hurt plate money here for the
how
Jace.
often do you think
Jace is
a pro
clear,
player is
he's
expected to
still
have played
very,
fucking
very good,
Sedge
even
into Malphite
after the
matchup?
adjustments.
Yeah, it is really good. And I mean, he got the cleanup kill and he got.
I bet he's
That's
not
just the
played
reality
much.
of Fearless. It's like a lot of times people just haven't played certain matchups, or like maybe they played them like a bit, you know.
Had a much better buy.
There's
Doka
like
at this point was
fucking
just on the Ruby Crystal
50 plus top laners.
Comes up, he's trying to
You can
bait
play or
for
they can
this,
play.
but does overplay his
Yeah.
hand. He needed to play it a little bit more slowly, and they could have maybe got that clean 1-for-0. But at the end of the day, I still think you're reasonably happy with that because all the gold went to Inspired.
And Inspired now
triple
also gonna pick up
grubs.
all of the grubs. So that earlier Drake that was taken by C9 now answered by Lion, grabbing an objective.
Oh, that's a fucking bullet time.
Dude,
what?
Huh? Steps up and shoots him down. Flash
GG.
auto double
What,
up.
like,
Blink and you'll miss it.
huh?
Both bullets find Sven, and he even waits.
Respectfully, what did we think was going to happen?
That's a big mistake.
Is my shit cooked? My audio is like desynced.
Once the auto in the queue is in the air and those bullets, once the bullets are flying, you have to be able to flash into Fog of War to be able to break something. And
I heard the kill of Ez before I saw it.
It's kind of one of those moments though where you want it back. You're like, I knew that was gonna happen. But because he,
I mean, I wasn't paying like a shit ton of attention to it, but I didn't notice anything.
I mean, the wasted flash is bad, but the bigger mistake is even just walking up.
Like even here, like you're not getting this like delayed recall
Like,
shit.
you take that whole thing. You have to know he can look for that sort of a play, and that
I'm
is
gonna
a
refresh.
big misstep there from Sven.
Refreshing.
Who has received quite a bit of criticism throughout the year
I'm at
for those types
40.
of mistakes that have
Is it
cost
gig ahead again?
I mean, even when we were listening to the lounge,
I'll just speed up.
Right, you
when
refresh.
you're looking at the All-Pro team placements, C9, I believe it was, had 2 first-team All-Pros, 2 third-team All-Pros, and then Sven, who was not on any of the All-Pros. He has been one of the biggest points of criticism for this team
I'm at
throughout Spring Split so far. And
52.
mistakes like that certainly aren't going to stop those conversations.
5,
Notably, the
6.
guy on the other side,
Oh,
Berserker,
that's good.
guess what team he was on? First team All-Pro, and by a
my
significant
shit's
margin.
fixed.
And when you're at that low, you just cannot walk up. Like that is just the Q probably killing him. I don't know if he needed the auto, but he gets both.
Wait, that bull looks kind of cool
Bullet
though.
to the back,
On the Q.
Definitely needed
you
Q
got some
auto.
time. Think about it.
The thing looked like a fucking.
What?
This is never a play, I guess.
What did he say?
It's never a play, I guess. I don't know.
I feel like, he really wanted that one back.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to just force
shifted
push.
aggressively before that, which is what Berserker.
That fucking bullet looks like a
was
50 cal, dude.
capitalized
God damn.
on, obviously with the ult.
What skin
That
is
thing was
this?
And
huge.
maybe based on those
I don't
comps,
know.
almost
It kind of looks like
he probably
Leona,
was
but like with
waiting for
guns.
something.
You know what I'm saying? Like her
I
little
had
thing
been
behind her
assuming
head.
that's one of those
Yeah,
things where
yeah.
you kinda
She's
know
I know
she's repping the
it is.
Solari for
high chance
sure.
of this happening, but
I forget the name though.
when he said it's not a play, it sounds like they had been talking previously about
Broken
Meteos
Covenant?
a bigger play.
Yeah, I have the
of some sort.
prestige version.
Blabber and Vulcan
I only have
stepping
used the
forward
regular
here,
one.
Trying to maintain
Plus 10
control over the
gold. Wait, did he do
bottom
the
side
thing where he
area.
shock blasts him and
Inspired
goes
with that
melee
big
for the
purchase.
first strike?
Blabber
I
also
don't know if he
has the
did.
Sundered Sky completed on the Xinjiao. And C9 has control over the bot side river for now. Should be able to secure this.
Crucial
crowd
for
without
the
much
Jace jungle
contest.
economy.
Miles is going to move forward a little bit here, but C9 also has APA in the area.
I mean, Inspired hurts. He's already nearly 800 gold ahead of Blabber at this point. Has the early cycle sword. Is playing first strike. And those
Oh, he's got it
So
up
we
again.
said-
First strike. Let's see it. Let's see it.
I guess too. Okay, as we watch the dragon.
Shock blast and go melee.
Got to keep
Oh,
an
he did
eye
have
on
a
this one.
melee.
It doesn't look like Lion want to fight for it. They're just kind of going to walk away. Blabber
Remember
has enough
last
control
split
with his teammates
where
nearby
like
to
Lion
guarantee
won, but
C9
like I feel like they're just gonna
So with the comms, I'm
get
looking back
outscaled.
at the play, and it actually is a really big
Yeah, that
setup
shit ain't
play
happening.
Where they had the roam from APA in the process.
Last time
Like,
Lion
isn't
won, they
the-
played very
So
slow.
They literally had
Feels like
two
they're
other
playing.
people roaming.
I mean, I think they're
Plus,
playing very well
you know,
today.
They had Vulcan basically moved into position to dive. But because Berserker does the good job of comboing E and ult to clear the wave
Definitely
and
playing
send
better.
all the way down, that cuts the whole play off. So it was a communicated play with 4 members of Cloud9 kind of committing time. The funny little Easter egg there too is that right when he did die, APA gave a thumbs up, and as he was running
Berserker is
down,
just fucking
the
giving it to
Cassius,
Sven. I mean, CS is even, but
unfortunate.
it's like the
for
pressure and the
them,
solo
'cause
kill.
They had kind of coordinated with
1.4k gold up, actually.
Man,
Jesus.
this gold lead quietly. I mean,
That's
the
a
game is
fat
only 2
lead
to 1
for
so far,
one
but
kill
it's a
and
2,000 gold lead, 12.5 minutes in
1
for
CS.
Lion, with 2/3
Two
of it
plates.
being on the AD carry. APA nice
Must have been solo
sidestep
plates or
there,
something.
getting away from the glacial prison. Now the counterattack coming in from Vulcan. Doklu's going to be the target.
Oh, it's
for
probably
C9.
Quest Sun,
They
by
don't
the
have
way.
enough damage to burn through a Sedge.
That'll do it.
From APA,
Okay, it's
sidestepping
just
the
finishes.
Sedge
Yeah,
one,
9
punishing
minutes.
that's it
away
for
from
sure.
the Orianna ult,
Yep.
keeps himself safe.
It is well played, but at the end of the day, still a good move from Lion because you're trading 2 ults for the flash. The flash is going to be a much longer cooldown, so now they can go for a rinse and repeat. They didn't commit any flashes to get that, so now you come back with a flash engage from Isles or anything of that sort, and APA could be in a
Bring
lot of
back
trouble.
Sneaky.
Kind of back in what has
No
felt like
Sneaky,
a bit of
no
a familiar
worlds.
position so far in this series. Thanatos the only one with a gold lead for Cloud9.
True
but he's
dat.
on the tank, and I think Malphite is a fantastic pick in this game. I love it.
I remember
But you
when I
do
was
need the
looking at
damage behind
Vulcan
you,
stats, it was
and
like
Sven in particular is falling very
most
far
of
behind
C9's wins
for
were
that
all
solo kill from
on
Berserker, and Berserker is going to be running mid lane right now. 'cause
fucking
Sky has the BT, and Just ignore everything as
Seraphine and Nami.
Got the BT, the Cole fully stacked to just
Yeah.
give him that extra economic
He's 0-5 on Karma
Nine
this
walk
split.
towards the brush, and Inspired is immediately ready to greet them with that
6-0
accelerated
Seraphine,
shot blast,
5
plus the first
or
strike.
4-1
Lauer
Karma.
trying to make sure that he can still potentially contest for this crab, although Lion are stepping up to try to force C9 further
0-5
back.
Karma.
Berserker does have the ultimate.
Yikes.
Inspired lands another hit onto the C9 jungler. Blabber down to
Crazy
half
because
HP.
she's in
Isles
the
goes
same vein
jumps
of
into the crash
Channer.
down, trying to keep everybody
Wow.
locked up, but
What?
Isles just walks into his own demise. They're going to give the kill over to Sven.
Isles just went in and then instantly got abandoned.
Yeah, Isles had lost track of the fact that
Oopsies.
APA was moving up because
I think the difference between Karma and other ones is that, like,
engage, maybe thinking it's even numbers.
I
And then
think you have to
clearly
be
everyone
more
else from Lion
aggressive
was
on
just
Karma.
falling off 'cause no one
I
even
don't think her
pretended to
power
follow
isn't
up on
scaling
that.
quite
They
as
all
hard
just
as the
immediately
others.
backed off. Saint does get a
Dude,
play.
I feel like if
a little bit
C9
of CS
and that was
there, maybe a
Vulcan,
melee
if
or
they did that, I
two,
feel like they all would have suicided
Yeah, really smart
and
from
went
NBA
with
'cause
them.
it's a cannon wave, as
Legit.
you're pointing out. He doesn't lose very much at all. So really good team play there from Cloud9 in a game where there is so much pressure on them. You know, they're down 0-2. They just had their previous play they tried to call on bottom side turn around on them with 4 people going and it actually resulting in a death on their part. That is a moment that in a series you could see, oh, vibes could get really bad, but that's a very nice one from Cloud9 to bounce back and keep their hopes alive. They do still have the Dragons.
Try to imagine, like, what if Isles was, like, screaming for an engage, and then Inspired in his head is just like, yeah, no.
I'm good.
I'm good. Literally. And then he just goes in and he's like, guys?
That little light cloud
Question mark?
for
And he just dies, and he's like, oh.
Well, they're going to have to turn
Well,
up
fuck
the
me.
intensity on that one if they want to come back. A reverse sweep. Now
He's not saying fuck me,
mandatory
he's saying
if
fuck you,
C9
Inspired.
wants to
I
win
hate you.
this series
I hate
and
you.
lock in their spot at MSI.
Guess I'm
and
not
the
going
finals
it again.
Just a week from today.
Inspired has had this
Will now be
elixir of
started
force
up. Vulcan,
for
Blabber,
5
APA
levels.
All in the area. Isles trying to clear out some vision.
Forcing.
Inspired is also hanging around nearby. Serpent's Fang. Fully completed second item here.
Every
for
Jace uses this
Inspired,
skin
going
lately.
immediately for that more
The
of
resistance
a,
one.
a tech pick.
I don't really understand why.
Versus part of the usual core build, as the Herald is already down to 2,000 HP.
I feel like that fucking Arcane Survivor Jace skin is so sick.
They don't want to fully commit to a challenge here, so C9 is going to take that.
I like that one.
Yeah, C9 doing a good job. They have been winning the objective war thus far. They have already gotten the first 2 dragons. Now they're able to grab this here on the top side. And third dragon spawning in just over 25 seconds.
Is this
so
using
C9 can
the
get down there and threaten that? That would be
same
3
model as
dragons
the
early
Arcane
in a
Survivor?
Hextech Soul game. That would put them in a great spot if they can get it. So I think that Lion for
I don't
sure
know.
will want
I
to
feel like the
Did
Arcane
Jace
Survivor
have
looks
a
like
good
a lot about the setup, and you can
What?
see Lion members are there first.
Arcane
Isles
Survivor's like
moving in,
a big ass
Luke
change in
inspired,
his
trying
animations,
to
yeah.
control vision.
I think so. I don't. I don't really play Jace. Couldn't tell you. He looks sick. I feel like it's probably
He is.
something different.
He for sure has some crazy different animations, but like I don't think they all carried. Like this is like base Jace, right?
In the bottom part of the map. As Lion steps forward, Saint isn't
What?
here yet. Another nice accelerated
This
shot
is
blast coming in
resistance
from
Jace.
Inspired. Thanatos walks
It's like an
over,
older skin.
ready to TP.
Oh! Oh, he got caught! Not
He's
in
dead.
uniform.
C9 already find the enemy jungler. They're going to secure themselves.
Oh, fuck, that is a fat MF ult. Holy shit! That was a full channel on everybody.
C9, it looked like they had it.
That ult just did like legit 5k damage ult, probably.
Remember what I said in draft? You hold him still, and misfortune blows him away.
God damn. Don't see MF games like this too often.
He just mows him down.
I remember,
Dude, Rel is actually super good for MF, huh?
Inspired.
Yeah.
You know, as Inspired
I
was
remember an
looking
MF
for a
game
spike
last
steal,
week
Blabber
didn't
was
go
looking to
quite
kill
as well.
Inspired. They did that. However, it cost
Went
them
quite
again
horribly,
a
actually.
lot of gold. So the Dragons, so close. A similar story
Dude,
to last
it
time
actually
around,
might be better than
but
a
also
Mumu
a similar
in total.
gold lead for
Rel?
Lion again.
And it's so reminiscent of the fight against
yeah, I
the
can
Fury,
see
where
it.
they kill off the Fury at the Dragon. They spend so much on it. Great, you got him. But look where Berserker is. Look where Saint is. They are not involved
Actually
in
just
this
pulls them
engage.
in, keeps
They
them
are
close if
positioned
they don't have
well.
flash.
They're spread enough. You
Ooh.
pull
Suck in.
everything onto Inspired.
He
and
was
Saint
on the
and Berserker are
miasma
full
for like
HP,
half
so
a
when they go
second.
back, get
Gets
down,
flashlights in.
the
Like, dude,
re-engage
it
from
fucking
Isles.
drags
Oh,
on
look at that.
it.
They're
Like,
just running. They're like,
Everything holding
fuck.
them in place. They just get destroyed.
Bro, show me the
Yeah,
damage.
Noko
Show me
even
the
hit
charts.
ultimate there to grab the extra kill, and so they got 3. They got 3 with it.
Jesus.
Everyone
Is that
felt
Griffin?
Yup, that's
Looks like Griffin.
That's the best feeling as a jungler. When they full send and they kill you, it's just like, yeah, nice
Holy.
Good stuff there from Lion.
He watches League of Legends and is
what was otherwise going to be a very, very good
off-season?
situation for C9 because they established themselves at Soul Point. But now I feel like we're once again back in this situation where it's no longer a good thing for you to get the Dragon Soul. It's now mandatory with these Lion gold leads.
Yeah, I mean, the gold leads are huge. Saint, Berserker inspired, familiar position for them, way ahead.
Wait, did you see that? Like the Flag West content around that? It's like
C9 do have really good
Griffin and
Gakkos
are both
for them to win out here.
calling themselves Big G.
From Saint. But it's definitely
It's
problematic.
troll.
Full on Inspired.
No, I didn't see
I'm
that.
Big G. No, I'm Big G.
That are Saint and Berserker. This is not a one-threat comp. You can't spend everything on him.
I saw him screaming Big G when his like pre-game speech was shown.
Team fight. Berserker, during that team fight, he already, before all the kills, had 1,700 gold in inventory. Like, had not purchased. That's over a BF sword's worth of gold. So he went back. He's got a collector plus extra swords on top of that already. So he already melted 3 people without spending the money. Now it truly is going to execute people with the collector too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure his inventory before that fight was 2 swords, the bow, the cull, and the bloodthirster. So it's just collector piled on top of it now. This misfortune is so strong. 4,500 gold lead here for Lion. Vulcan still waiting in this brush. Saint uses his Chovy belt to get away. Vulcan wants to send the engage.
Crazy Rakan engage.
Right there to protect his mid laner, it doesn't turn into anything.
That engage.
Nice try.
Not very
nice try.
Wow.
We say.
No.
Vulcan pops the quickness.
Yeah, you're right. Ezreal
Rakan
Rakan is pretty crazy. I don't think we should pick Xayah here. Ezreal's value is insane.
Was there behind him, and Saint was not in a dangerous spot either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Saint read the play too. He was super ready with his.
Not looking very good for C9, I reckon. I mean, dude, does the C9 even beat Liquid next week? I don't know.
All right, Berserker
hard to tell.
now. He took look at all the damage that he took.
I don't like C9's drafts, but I don't think it's exclusively drafts. I think their play is also kind of questionable.
No, it's their play, 100%.
Yeah, I took the damage, but I didn't take it.
But no, I didn't.
They have 3 dragons this game. They're on Soul Point. 1 minute. Can they actually fight it, though? Looking at the items, they look so much weaker.
This is the make-or-break moment for C9 in this game, in this series. Less than 60 seconds until the Dragon Soul spawns. They are 3-0 in Drakes. They need this Hex Soul to stay in it. And I want to see what the setup looks like. APA at about half HP. Maybe trying to bait Dokla in here. Here's your Glacial Prison. Doesn't find the slithery snake.
Trading the petrifying gaze.
Somebody's still in there. Oh yeah, I see the fucking jungle pet.
Blabber's still in there, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, but Dokla just walks up. He says,
I mean,
all right, Void Grub,
is Dokla?
kill the turret.
He has no flash.
Void Grub isn't strong enough to kill the turret.
Here.
Dokla walked up. He might just die.
Holy fuck, the Anto's TP's
everything at him. C9
so long to die. What the fuck?
Here. As meanwhile, over
This is my experience when I play Zinjao, bro. Like, I swear, this champion does not feel strong unless he randomly gets a bunch of kills early.
Because they're worried about this push mid, but I feel like if you would delay that more, it would be an easier secure on the Dragon. That being said, there's still going to be about 25 seconds after this Dragon spawns, and Dokla will be dead. He will have teleport, though, to join.
Can they do it? Can they get Soul?
They have Malphite
randomly.
And ultimates ready though, so the engage for C9
like,
is here.
Oh! Flash miasma into Malphite ult, and he's too tanky.
Dude, no way, C9!
Blabber, what are you doing, bro?
Just get the dragon, it's Soul, man!
They wanted to send, they couldn't quite get what they wanted. They at least killed
Jungler's dead.
So Blabber's the only one with Smite alive on the map.
I guess it works.
Exactly.
Berserker has summoners and ult. He might do something freaky.
The teleport is coming.
No, they for sure get it, right?
He might get a little freaky.
C9 looking to burn down the Drake. Glacial Prison comes in.
Okay, there it is.
Dude, I thought that was Rakan's smite early. I thought Blabber did like a really fucking grief like 10k smite or something. I was about to freak the fuck out.
Blabber just go in?
Had to.
Blabber just sends himself into Lion's waiting arms.
And then I figured there's no fucking way he just pushed smite there. I literally would have screamed if that was actually a smite.
Looking to get his support away. Thanatos gonna be your target now as Dokla.
Alright, there's no way C9 lose with the Soul.
Arctic Assault right back forward as Berserker grabs the kill.
Unless they're just that dog shit. They might actually be that dog shit, I fear.
They will claim the Soul. But what a
sequence,
I mean, that was all over the place.
They're pretty behind.
The soul, but the question is, how much more can Lion
the best
get?
soul in the
Blabber,
game.
I guess, just made the
It is
read
a good
that he
soul.
couldn't get out, so just kind of goes back in
But,
and dies.
down
so much.
Yeah, fucking 6.5k gold is pretty fucking large amount of gold.
They're moving up towards that top side to
and their team comp is dog shit. Like Cassio has still carries.
Yeah.
Cloud9, holding on here. They look for this pick, and it's a miasma to set it up. Flash, and then the miasma, so you can't flash out of it. No ability to react to that ult coming in from Thanatos, but APA is locked down so heavily by Isles and Inspired that it doesn't matter. He can't follow up on the damage.
I don't understand why the fuck they were looking for this.
does use his flash here. He won't have it for the escape at the dragon. And
I mean, I literally think it's just that it's that desperate play thing. It's like you get into the mindset of like, just doing the normal isn't enough, so you have to like fucking like overreach on every play. It's like, okay, they're gonna expect us to just go fucking soul here, so they'll overextend mid and we'll punish them, kind of deal. But it's just in your line, you're just like, what the fuck are they doing? Just go get your soul, bro.
Dude.
Oh no! What the fuck?
He flashes over and gets another one.
He wants the penta.
APA trying to get himself out of here, but Berserker and
bro.
the hunt. Berserker wrapping around from the side. APA
nah.
It's not gonna happen.
No
Berserker continues after him. A little bit more damage is all he needs. APA.
Nah, that's fucking crazy.
How much longer is it gonna be, Berserker?
They just fully win the
situation.
Execute.
Execute. Oh, he missed the MFE on him. He missed his E.
But also, the delayed death from APA means the Baron is free. He's going to be dead for so
Denied
long.
him the Penta.
And Berserker, the bullet time,
they deserve to lose.
The split second he used it was when it came off cooldown.
They're so tilted. Permanently. By nothing. How would they have such dog shit fucking mentals, man?
These low health Cloud9 members became easy.
Bad week of scrims? I don't know. They fucking hate each other.
4 members strong here. And are back on the scene.
There's literally nothing that should have tilted them
and the
in the series.
Soul in the hands of an Ezreal, the poke is so annoying, so hard to deal with. Cloud9, they're not only are they going to push them off the Baron, they're going to start it up themselves because
APA has TP.
All right,
how are they going
to starting it up?
How is this happening? Are they getting baited?
Slowly. Berserker, still no bullet time. About 20% of the cooldown remaining on that one.
Thanatos
stunned up here from the front line by Dokla. Inspired, trying to find those accelerated shock pass. APA
oh, Vulcan goes in and he's gone.
Vulcan is immediately stopped on the engage. Berserker goes
Sven seems to be tanking up the Baron, taking quite a lot of damage. C9 is just getting fucked by Baron. Blabber goes back on it for some reason. They're all dead. Okay. I mean,
I literally expected nothing less.
APA and Sven still alive, but the Baron belongs to Lion.
Easy come, easy go, and the Baron does get smited by Inspired.
Alrighty then.
Take it back, and it's a 9,500 gold lead.
I mean, C9 are just going through these crazy risky plays. Yeah, APA did have TP, but you're starting to have 4v5 in the face of Lion.
It's C9 in playoffs, man. What can you do? What can you do?
Hextech Soul or not, that was wildly risky. And
I don't know,
Thanatos
man.
and Blabber are just tanking damage for free. They get knocked out, and Lion's able to stroll
I will say this time around, I don't think it was like C9 looked way better than they look now, though. Like I really think the whole season C9 was looking pretty sketchy a lot of times.
100%.
Like not sketchy enough to lose to fucking like Dignitas or shit, but like I guess they did lose once to Dignitas.
Right in the middle of your screen, and he gets deleted there. So they immediately deal with Vulcan. Baron is still AoEing all of Cloud9, spitting on them again, and then Berserker.
Hey, it was like a 7-game series, or 7-game season. I think for the longer season they would
all of them off again.
Certainly lost
Berserker
more.
Picking up a bunch of kills another time, and only. Yeah, you can tell the emotions.
This is 100% the weakest I've ever seen North America.
Fans when they got a little hope, but it's immediately taken away.
It ain't even getting better. I kind of thought it was for a second.
Guess who's taking the Baron?
And it's not.
They were just taking so much free damage. C9.
North America or
C9? Here. We'll see if they can find some sort of a big play. The Edge of Night going to make it harder to engage.
I mean, is Lion playing that bad? I feel like
Lion's
playing pretty well.
No vision in the area for Cloud9, so as they try to force their way in, the poke could be deadly.
And Lion is going to have their Baron.
Okay, I mean, they're just capitalizing on C9 straight throwing the game in their face the entire fucking time.
That's true.
It's not like they're forcing the shit on the enemy. Like, this is just all C9 throwing up on themselves.
And Cloud9 going to try and play through bottom lane right now. Sven pushing the wave at the moment, but I don't think Lion even care about that.
Oh, Dokla's going for the TP tech for the shield, so I think he must be trying to force an engage because he just TP'd beside himself. Now he has that fat TP shield to try to force a fight.
Exactly.
Big shield with the fucking visage.
Take the Elder and end the game right after it. Inspired, looking for those accelerated shock blasts, looking for the angle.
Look how fucking fat that shield is.
Before this starts. Blabber going to go ahead and start the aggro onto the Drake. Isles has his flash. Vulcan is all the way back at the enemy red.
That's unironically probably goes into the reasoning for getting Visage second. That big ass shield.
In the last fight.
Did that get nerfed or is it getting nerfed next patch? They're nerfing the duration of it, I think.
Walking back, wants to try to track this guy.
It's like 30 seconds currently, right?
Yeah, it's going to like 10.
Finds the quickness immediately on the entrance. Saint's going to be taken low, but it does not die.
Ooh, wait, Saint? Okay, they get Saint.
I'm holding no hope. I expect the worst.
Sven died somehow?
Yeah, GG.
Not sure what happened to him.
And Lion wipe them off the rip.
All right.
Well
then.
Regular season means nothing if you can't
C9, bro, in playoffs.
And once again, Lion shows they've got what it takes to knock C9 down.
Maybe they just need to like not like what if C9 is just not allowed to look at the schedule ever? Like, don't let the players know it's playoffs. Tell them this is like a middle season match that doesn't mean anything. Maybe they'll perform.
And Berserker with a misfortune.
Yeah, I bet they would still throw.
14 bomb on him. 14 and 0.
I don't know, man.
Deathless.
Literally just fucking blasted.
3-0, taking down Cloud9 and guaranteeing their spot to represent North America at MSI.
And they'll be waiting in the grand.
I want to see that fucking fight again at the Red Buff.
They won in
after they got Soul.
They're looking to repeat here again in spring. This team getting better and better. When it matters most, they step up.
Where fucking Berserker got like an instant quadra.
Crazy final game here. It looked like Cloud9 might have been able to take this one.
I really doubt they can show it.
Soul, but even with that,
the last time C9 won a split was with Berserker on their team.
Berserker's misfortune performance. This is a champion.
And then Berserker just did that to them. That was an absolute spanking.
Be utterly invisible. It all depends on your placement and your timing.
He had a nasty ult.
You could not have got spanked harder than what Berserker just did to him right there. Fucked him in lane. They're not even winning the game, and he's multiple times fucking 1v9 ults them.
Dude, like,
I gotta say, they were very flexible in draft as well.
What was Sven thinking here, dude? No way, man.
What game time?
24-15.
The rest of his lockdown. He flashes.
Like, what angle are you seeing this exact moment? You literally saw her. You know she's there. She's attacking.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he was trying to kill Dokla. He has both summoners here, and he's full HP with his whole team there.
Holy fuck, dude.
Dude, this looks like a fucking person playing in silver or something. This is like a Reddit clip that you're just like, yeah, good job on your silver clip. I mean, I like C9 just there's something wrong with their mental.
What do you think happened this series to allow you guys to 3-0? Because a lot of the predictions are 3-2, 3-1, maybe some for C9, some for Lion, but you guys kind of dominated today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just C9 in playoffs, you know? What can you do? It's just a free win. No, but I think they just look a little bit disjointed on their team fighting.
Bad.
I think we had better ideas of how to actually play
C9 in playoffs, free win, what can you do?
1v9, so that was, thank you, Berserker.
You had a little flex pick in the Sejuani as well.
Yeah.
Berserker 1v9.
What was the conversation like? Because I know you love playing Jace, but you end up on the Sejuani this game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Malphite's a good counter to Jace, even though I think you can get a pretty sizable advantage in that lane. But yeah, we're like, you know, it's probably better if we just put Sedge top, just because matchup-wise, you just don't want to play that lane. And then I think that was my first Sejuani all year, so
yeah, yep, I knew it. He's on fucking LoL Lytics and Champ Select. Doran Ring, okay.
Tell me about kind of how excited you are to play.
No, that was he clicked the recommended item because it's most popular.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the best thing you can do as a pro. Just play in front of his crowd. Thank you guys for cheering us on. I had some Dokla shout-outs here in between game 2 and 3. So I love playing at these events, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't know who's gonna make it though.
I mean, any predictions? You've beaten both of these teams now that you've sent down to the lower bracket. Who's more likely to meet you in the finals, you think?
I mean, I can't imagine C9 will play like this next week. I feel like they had a poor showing, so it's hard for me to say. I'm going to give it to TL. You know, I like Quid. Fan of Quid. Yeah, big Quid fan. Okay, Dokla, enjoy the win. We'll see you next week for finals.
Giving it to TL.
Send it back to the lounge to close of the day.
He just gave it to C9, now he's just
I'm
giving it to
telling you,
TL.
Yeah.
MF is not bad.
Not bad. Well, who are you talking
no,
to?
yeah, you've been convinced because you.
Yes.
So the story behind
Damn,
this
bro.
is that some people, Clayton and Isaac, might not like MF.
Honestly,
because he's not always played well.
Pretty disappointing.
And
even just from
for
like
those
a.
that don't watch LPL, MF.
I was hoping for a
or
good
MF
series.
Kind of tanky
I feel like normally when these top teams
was
have met,
their
it's been
answer
pretty good, but
to the Ash Seraphine terror.
C9 just
that
fucking boomed themselves somehow.
Still continues.
Don't know how.
To this day. But Berserker, amazing game on MF. Like,
Unfortunately, they were dog
There's
shit.
one person you trust. It's absolutely Berserker. I feel like the patience in a lot of those fights came through. Easiest player of the game of your life.
Unanimous, yeah.
Including
All right,
the chat,
well,
I'm sure. Chat,
see you next
please.
week,
Yeah,
Sneaky.
90% and above. I'm begging on that one. 14-0-5.
Look at those damage numbers too. Yeah, we were before.
Well, chat. Oh, shit, my
Lion
camera's
King
off.
closed out, we were like Berserker's stat line's gonna go crazy.
That was,
obviously we do always have the Dokla
a bit of a
contingent.
butt fucking.
I do want to say before we get to player of the series, shout out to Dokla in this game specifically for.
We got finals
the
next
send
week. I'm not going to be there in
to
person,
the
but I will be
Rakan
co-streaming
engage,
it.
At the Baron Pit, that
So,
was great
yeah, you know.
because they were trying to get onto.
Hopefully those are
Saint
better
there,
games.
too.
Should be good.
But yeah, phenomenal game from Berserker. As an MF enjoyer,
And of
very
course.
much appreciate it. But
Okay.
speaking of,
Bye, guys.
Dokla, player of the series, he had a great series. I also feel like